Good morning, curling fans. Welcome back to the WCT Belgium Men's Challenger. We're here for day two. I'm John. This is Pim. We are Curtia, taking over the WCT channel this weekend for this live, exciting curling from Belgium. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, we're still looking around to see what game we're streaming, where we're at. But indeed, day two of the Belgium Men's Challenger, and we have 3 streams coming up for you today. This is the second day of the round robin. We have 6 teams competing in this event. Yesterday we had round 1 and 2 of the round robin, and today we'll have round 3, 4, and 5, and that will conclude the round robin. And the first 4 teams will move on to the knockout phase. Semifinals and finals, but that is for tomorrow on Sunday. I think, it's hard to say and hard to predict who is going to come on top. I think all the teams are in the same range of skill, I suppose. But there are some teams that already had 2 wins, others 1 win and 1 loss, and then 2 teams with 2 losses. But yeah, pretty nice to have teams coming from all over Europe to join us here in Belgium, and not just all over Europe. We have one intercontinental team. We have Team Raju coming all the way from India joining us here. And for people watching at home, we also monitor chat. We would like to know how you predict this game and how you feel about this event. If you have comments, feedback, questions, whatever, if you want to share your opinion, express your emotions, do that in chat, and we'll sure pick up on that as well. Or if you're just kind of watching, you're out there, kind of we're curious to know where you guys are at, like who our viewers are and where they're viewing from, what time it is in your time zone. For us, it's 10 o'clock in the morning here. We just had our coffee and our croissants and our Belgian breakfasts. And I
Still have my coffee.
Yeah. So we are pretty much set for our day of curling here in Curling Club Zamst.
Yeah, and it's going to be an exciting match. We had Team Hertman on the broadcast yesterday. They're a very strong team. We really like these guys. They've been back. They were here before. We already see a couple of their fans in the chat before the broadcast even started. Lovely to have you guys here. But Team Hungary, we haven't seen them yet. These guys were here last year. But yeah, it's kind of a blur for me last year. I just remember Hertman having that big comeback against Team Vareka, but this year, they've struggled. I don't want to say they've struggled. We haven't seen them, but they've lost both of their matches, and they've been fighting the whole way. I think a lot of what we're seeing in this tournament so far is teams fairly evenly matched. It's just coming down to who blinks first, who makes that first mistake, and who gets punished for it. We had a matchup yesterday evening where both teams kind of made some mistakes and neither got punished for it until the very end. But it's going to be one of those things where teams have to be sharp. 5 matches in 2 days, that's a lot. 3 matches today, so this is probably going to be the freshest we're going to see these teams coming in the morning, have a good night's sleep. But I think teams didn't get out of here until 11 o'clock last night. So straight home, straight to the hotel, get some sleep, get up here early in the morning, get some breakfast, and get out on the ice. So we'll see how this affects them. We'll be watching these teams all day with the 3 sessions pretty much back to back to back.
Yeah, let's have a look at the standings. So today, day 2, each team has played 2 games so far. So we can see 2 potential favorites, if you can really kind of put it that early in the tournament. We have Team Hanninen from Finland and Team Vreken. They both had a win. We've streamed both of their wins, or at least 1 win per team yesterday. I think Hanninen, they already played against, and now I'm crawling back to my memory, they won against Hertman in the first game, and then Hanninen also won against Hungary in their second game, and then Vreken, they won their first against Hungary and won their second against Raju. And then we have Hertman and Raju with 1 win, 1 loss, so they're also still kind of in a comfortable seat to look at those semifinals, knockout phase. And then we have 2 teams with 2 losses, Dalle and Hungary. They will be looking for their wins here today. This is an important day to see if they can fight their way back in the tournament and have an option to enter those semis. So hard to tell by now. Things can change after every game, basically.
Yeah, but for Dalle and Hungary, this early morning match is going to be important. You don't want to be down 3-0, so these guys are going to be looking to try to win to keep their playoff hopes alive. The top 4 earn money at this tournament, so they definitely don't want to finish in those spots. They'll be fighting, trying to fight their way back up through the table.
Yeah. So, as we said, we have a couple of matches for you. So, let's have a quick peek at the schedule. So, yesterday we had Hannen against Hertman on stream and Raju against Verreken later that evening. And today we have 3 matches for you. We have Hertman against Hungary. This is the match you're going to see in about a couple of minutes. Then Hannen against Dalle, and Dalle will also play against Hungary. Maybe that last game could be super important. Imagine if those teams are struggling to get their first wins. That could be a game that could be decisive for both teams to either enter those semifinals, or they have to play the 5th, 6th place matches. And then tomorrow we have the knockouts with the semifinal and the big finale. We don't, of course, know at this point who those teams will be.
Yeah, still too early to tell.
So
we can see quickly the results from yesterday. So you see the early matches generally pretty close. Dalle dropping one to Raju 6-7. Hananen beating Hertman 7-6. That came down to the final stone. That one was a really exciting match here. And Hungary dropping to Team Verreken 5-8. And then in the evening matches, Hananen kept their streak going. They really rolled through, winning 9-3 over Hungary. Verreken playing a really tough match. That scoreboard doesn't do it justice. There was one end where things kind of went awry for Team Raju. So, but otherwise it was a pretty tight match. So Verreken winning that one 9-4, and then Hertman playing another tough one against Dalle. The scoreboard doesn't really show it there, but there was one end where things just kind of went awry for Dalle, and Hertman was able to steal 3 and kind of put that one away. So that was what happened yesterday. Today we have an all-Belgian affair over on sheet A. That's Team Dalle versus Team Verreken. We see those guys a lot on Kurdia TV, our regular channel, when we broadcast the Belgian league. So we're keeping them off the program for now. We have Hertman against Hungary, and then over on sheet C, Hananen against Raju. Raju's it's gonna be a tough battle for them. They are playing down with 3 this morning. Their 4th was already out of the tournament, and our tournament director was filling in, but this morning he's not feeling very well, so he's sitting out this match. So they'll go with a 3-man rotation against Hananen there. So we'll be really excited to look forward to those. Some more matchups for the rest of the day, but I think they're getting ready to start, so we're going to just kind of pop on over, and we'll keep introducing things as they go. So get your coffees ready.
By the way, we didn't make predictions just before we go into the ice. That's an important one because you can see we have a little score going on there. I'm leading 2-0 here, but that's because I'm pretty good at making predictions at this game. I think I'm starting to see the matrix here. I just see how things will fold out. And since I am on kind of a very nice small winning streak, I'll have the privilege to start my prediction today. And I am going to pick Hertman. I think, they are the legendary comeback team. I think we haven't seen the best Hertman yet, but they are growing in this tournament, and they are ready to kind of, hammer down and show their skills here this morning. I think they will be the winner of this game.
Yeah, and I was wrong. They weren't starting. They were just doing their LSDs. So
no panic there.
No panic. We don't have to rush. I hate doing this, but I am likely to agree with you, Pim. I think I'm going to take Team Hertman. We've seen them a lot. I think they're a really tough team. They seem to have their stuff together this weekend, so I'm going to stick with Pavel and the boys. Sorry, Team Hungary, but yeah, I have to pick this one with Team Hertman.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen Hungary play, so maybe that's the kind of our blind spot here. But I remember the game Hannen against Hertman, and Hertman, they just sold a very solid game there. It came very close. They left their final draw short to tie the game against a team that has 2 wins already. They were the semi-finalists last year. They lost against Team Turkey, who eventually ended up winning the first Belgium Challenge event. So yeah, I think if you look at the numbers, they are just basically my favorite here. But who knows? Maybe they can surprise. I think there are surprises already looking at the scores. And although scoreboards, they don't tell the story. That's why you have to watch the stream and watch the games. But I think that kind of narrates my nudge for Team Hertman this morning.
Okay. So they're doing the final measurements. It looks like, they are getting ready to throw now for real. Yeah. Cleaning up the scoreboard. So we will head on over to the ice and settle in. We got a couple hours of curling here, and enjoy. There we go. Looks like Team Hertman has the hammer. They will be so. So Tomasz will be starting things off here in the first end for Team Hungary. Classic center guard there. Right there on the line. Looks like Hertman's going to be coming straight into it. Now, we do have the skips mic'd up, so we'll be able to hear a little bit of their conversations as they go.
Miejsce! Miejsce! Dużo miejsca! Dużo miejsca! Jest z tyłu już chyba.
So hopefully
12-7.
any of you out there, Polish or Hungarian speakers, can let us know when there's a little bit of a swear jar moment going on. Teach us some new words.
Végig kell, végig kell, végig kell! Végig
Turn this
kell!
up just a little bit.
Végig kell, nagyon jó lesz! Végig, 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 végig! Végig, 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 végig! Végig, végig,
Nicely behind the guard.
Very nice stone. Gets rid of it. A little bit of a tuck behind the guard as well. Click that one. Now the ice does have a lot of curl in it.
11!
Jamie, the ice tech for the
11!
tournament, has been working nonstop since Wednesday to put a fresh surface on the ice. They flooded it, flattened it, and has been doing a really good job working with the stones to get things, put as much curl as possible into these sheets.
Tak, linia! Cały czas! Cały czas! Cały czas! Whoa,
Gonna get this one around the guard, holding it off,
Bez rola, bez rola, bez rola.
and gets rid of it. Nicely done. Is that going to stay biting?
Wolałem go
Ooh,
przewieźć.
not quite sure.
Chodź tegyük be ide!
I think that one might be out of the rings. It's just outside of our overhead cam, so can't quite tell.
Go, okay.
Right, we have a small peek later. But yeah, both teams, they were here last year, and I was digging through the files to see how they performed last year. And Team Hungary, they were playing in the second group, in a group with Team Retches, Team Vreken, and Team Odorizi. Do you remember the Odorizi guys?
Right, yes, the Italian boys.
Yeah, and they finished fourth in that group with 1 win and 2 losses.
That was a tough group.
Yeah.
It was a really talented.
Well, it was a tough group, but in the other group you had Turkey and South Korea, which were the teams in the final. So
Oh, good angle on this one, but unfortunately a little bit hard. So carries through to the back of the house.
Yeah, ottej.
and to give you some confirmation, that stone in the back is not touching the blue there. Team Hertman last year in a group with Turkey, the Seoul Metropolitan, Dalle, and the Dutch juniors, and they were third in that group, in a group of 5.
12!
Oh, this one also on the heavy side, a little bit wide. Now, I wonder why they decided to come over that side and not over the yellow, because that one would have landed on the yellow and had backing stayed in the house. Now, granted, behind the T line, then it gives the other team backing, but
Irány jó! Várj akkor, várj!
that was a skip's decision, so
Begyorsult az ív! Várni kell szerintem! Hoş Şömür. Şömür. Şömür.
Getting the sweepers hard on this one. Want to make sure this one gets in.
Okay, sip.
Very nice stone. Just peeks out the other side, but sitting right there on the button. Not very much on the other side, so
A pojď, graj píl.
Team Hertman going for the peel. Get rid of this guard, open things up.
Tak. Max. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Ooh, gets the double. Wow, that was.
Tvůj kamień.
I don't think that was the intended result, but man, that's a pretty good miss if you ask me. However, it does leave the shooter there for Hungary to go after or go behind.
De az begyorsult az ív, ugye? De hát ott lehet 80.
Yeah, Yukonam, that was a very good stone. Welcome in. We saw you were one of the early ones in the chat. Glad to see you.
I don't know how big curling is in Poland and Hungary, but I know in Poland they have pretty nice curling arenas and a big challenger for the national teams. I know Hertman was always trying to compete very well.
Oh, that's a nice stone. That one comes up
Szép seprés.
just in the forefoot. However, now
8,5. Trochę prawo od nosa.
okay, wants something on the nose. He was giving a pump fist and then kind of a whoa sign, so I'm a little bit confused on what kind of speed he wants,
Od tej
but
strony. Tak. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
just want to
Oh,
get over
Patrick,
onto the
Patrick.
nose. Very good stone.
Almost even catches that
9,5.
yellow stone in the back there.
Miten roll?
Yeah, very good one. Does come out a little bit on the side,
Szerintem egy ilyen
so an option
20,
for
30.
Hungary to hit and roll.
That's what they're looking for, I guess.
Yeah,
Az jam lehet.
either side. Something about a jam. I don't think he's talking about strawberry.
30. Át kéne fordulnunk, mert a jamet nem kéne dobni.
I just noticed the watch placement on the Vice Skip's broom there. I don't usually see it that high, but often it's a lot by the head of the broom if they have their timer on their broom.
Şut! Şut!
He's gonna peel off that guard. A little bit tight on the release, I think, but opens things up. So not a bad miss. Just not the miss they were hoping for.
Teraz był normal jak coś!
Hertman going to clean out the last yellow sitting in the house.
Tak! Wow, wow, wow! Blisko! Tak! Tak! Tak!
Making sure this one doesn't curl over too much. Once it gets in the house, it'll curl a lot.
11!
Nicely done.
Dobjál normál!
Fist bumps abound. Good stone there. Lot of stones to clean up for
Oh!
Hungary if they want to prevent a big end.
Ho, 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 ho.
This one's a little bit wide. Is it going to catch that one in the back? It does not.
A nie lepiej od środka, żeby tu będzie łatwiej bez dżema. O, to musimy inofa zagrać. Tak, przecież... Tylko zastanawiam się, czy inofa, czy od zewnątrz, bo ten inof może bardzo dużo. Okej, soft. Tyle.
We have Helicopter Man back on stream again.
Ej, niewiele
How
od
does his broom
nosa
not get
wystarczy.
dizzy?
Ale szerzej na pewno. Szerzej.
Yeah, I mentioned it to him yesterday, like,
Paweł,
are you aware
teraz ty miałeś
of
mi.
your special move there? And apparently he was not that aware.
That he does it so much.
Yeah.
Soft.
Yeah, imagine it's one of those things that you pick up as a habit. You don't
Yeah, yeah.
realize
O,
you're
teraz
doing
też
it.
tyle dałem.
Yeah, I think if we mention it a couple of times and he will rewatch the streams, suddenly he will
will.
become very aware of his move. And then
Okej,
maybe in the
cud
future,
mniej.
if he's helicoptering, he will notice, oh, could be on camera, or the guys are picking this up, or this is my signature move, or maybe this could be a super popular move.
Wow.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't stop doing it. I hope he doesn't think we're making fun of him for it. 'Cause
I
think
like it,
it's,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this could become a trend. Maybe future Nicholas
Whoa,
Adidas
whoa,
going to helicopter.
Ej,
That one
jaki
gets it
czas?
through. And actually created a little bit of space for those two reds in the back. I heard a tap the red. Possible double there. But being Hungaria's last stone, they're going to need to make sure they hit something.
Come on. Ho.
Hertman sitting 3 in the house so far.
This is going to have enough to roll over and get both.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Excellent stone there. And I don't know if that red one is still in there. I think so.
Nie, w nos, po prostu nos i tak będzie gorszy od
It's hard to
tamtego.
see from the overhead as well.
Nie, no,
We have a little
bezpiecznie
bit
jest
of...
od tej, myślę. Tak. Trochę nie
It's
no,
just
tyle,
so hard
tylko
to
trochę
tell with the
więcej, trochę
angle.
Więcej,
Yeah.
najwięcej, na pewno więcej. Na pewno więcej, Paweł. Więcej. To samo. Jeszcze więcej daj, okej.
Yeah, I think that was
To
I think
samo.
almost the best possible result. They could get out of this
Kłam?
stone here.
Obojętnie,
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's
tak
gonna
nie ma
prevent the
znaczenia,
big end.
będzie, jest
Yeah,
po
because
dwa.
the yellow stone in the back is sitting shots
Tak, wyleciał.
technically. So basically it takes all of the red stones out of the scoring position.
Yep.
And then it's either a draw for one, or they could also go for a takeout, score 2 or more.
Wow.
I think they're going for a takeout here, trying to.
This early in the game, I would always try and get those extra points. I think just scoring 1 on your hammer is not what you really want.
Wants to carry across the nose, but not too far, because they want the shooter to stay.
This will work, and will the shooter stay? Shooter
Yes.
is in the house, and now we'll
Shooter
know
does.
soon enough whether that stone all the way in the back is hitting shots. Looking at the scoreboard, it's a 2, so nope. The stone in the back was not hitting shots. They scored 2, and I think this is still pretty okay for
Uważajcie,
Hungary to
naprawdę dużo,
only
dużo
lose 2 here,
kręcą,
because it
dużo.
looked a bit scary at some points.
Yeah, they
Super,
were
tak,
they were looking
super
at 3 in the
Paweł,
house
ekstra.
and an
Taki
easy one to get out of,
węgierski.
but they managed to do that double.
domu, jedźmy do domu, tak.
Listen in
Trzeba
on Team
uważać, bo
Hertman's.
może troszkę się jeszcze...
Yeah, we don't really want to tap in into the
ale wszyscy-
locker room talk.
That's well, sometimes we do, but we don't understand it, so it doesn't help.
Yeah.
And I did tell everybody that they're usually mics are usually in the active when it's their turn, so trying not to intrude too much and let teams have their meetings. But pretty solid end from both teams there. No major mistakes. Good stone from Hungary to get that double to kind of do some damage control. Looking for the other sheets if there's any updates yet. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Zati!
So we're going to start end number 2. Marcin's going to lead it off for Team Hertman as they lead 2-0.
So this morning, John, you decided not to counterpick in the
Hej, tylko
predictions.
siła!
That is true. Yes. I need to get on the board first.
Yeah.
Not that there's any guarantee. I mean, but
Właśnie.
now what we've done is we've opened it up so that
14, jedź!
a draw or
Jedź,
Team
jedź.
Hungary a
Cały
win,
czas.
and neither of us get
Do końca.
points. So, or
Ej,
a tie,
ekstra.
I should say. Too many words. All right, going straight onto the pin there to lead things off.
Yeah, this is indeed immediately kind of saying you could take it out, and then we'll just have this little takeout game going on, or you can.
I mean, it benefits
Well,
Hertman to do that, to have the hitting game and just force
Même les
Hungary to
sorties,
one. So
Normally they wouldn't take that bait, and they would just set up a corner guard here.
that's exactly what they're doing.
Şömür. Ja tegen, dan voorbij. Ja tegen. Make. Ho. Okay.
That
sip.
sounds a lot like
I don't
Vega,
think-
which is the Dutch word for sweep. So
Ty!
I'm going to assume that word what he was saying was sweep.
Yeah, that made sense.
Ej.
Looking to put a
Sip.
center guard up.
Jak coś, Paweł! Na końcu, Paweł!
A little bit wide.
Jedź, Paweł, jedź! Musisz skręcać, nie ma linii! Dawaj, jak najdalej, nie ma linii! Jedź! Wow,
Oh, this one's curling over
Hey.
nicely.
okej.
Ooh.
Nie spodziewałem się, że...
Don't
In
know.
the house,
Yeah.
but they're going to use it. I don't think
But
they're
in
going to
the
try the
one, they
double. I
do
think they're
it
going to
all,
try to roll a shooter over underneath their guard. I imagine they'll be happy if it doubles out as well, but I think they would really like their shooter to roll over to the side.
Şömür.
They're going to have to work to hold this one.
Make.
Catches the first one.
But curls over a little bit too much, and that is going to roll over out of the house, but still technically in play. But not really a threat for anything way over there. Pavel Hertman saying, Piotr, just put another guard right back there.
Linia okej!
Depending on how they will execute this, seems to
Paweł,
be
jedź!
the play we'll see for some stones.
Musisz!
Putting guards,
Musisz.
taking them out, putting it
Musisz.
back.
Wow. Okej. Sorry, nie ogarniam tej końcówki.
Very nice.
15-3.
Again, same spot as it was.
Yes, halen 0. Şömür.
Guess we gotta hold this one.
Oh.
Again, just a little bit too much curl.
And the shooter is in the house, and this is important. This is a kind of a big difference to have that shooter in the house. Could end up being an extra point down when we are in the final stones of this end.
Pavel Hertman must think the same because
Dosyć
he's going
cienko tu
straight after
musimy.
it.
Z rolloutem! Okej. Ale tu się boję dżema,
Yeah, I
tu
mean
się
that
boję
really
dżema.
changes the way the decision making is being made here.
Ej, nos też jest git. Blisko nosa.
Wanted to make sure this one is on the nose. They want to risk having it catch that yellow one sitting outside the house and roll back in. So
It's gonna be interesting to see how much it curls over on the edge of the sheet there, trying to find a roll.
Dawaj! Dawaj, 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 dawaj!
gets rid of it.
But they did not really get the roll, and therefore it's...
Well, I think that was he made note of that earlier, that it's okay if it rolls through. He said it probably would. So for them, I don't think it matters as much because they were worried about, I think, keeping control of the end.
Yep.
Having that extra one there over on the side would have been beneficial, but he had already indicated with his broom earlier that it was okay to that it likely would roll through. This one's gonna roll over to the side, trying to sweep it to get behind the guard. Doesn't
nice
get that far, but still very nice stone. Clears out the red.
Wow! Nigdy!
This one feels a little bit wide. Needs to curl over. There it goes. It's going to catch the side and just cleans the house out. We're back to square
Az a
one.
kő innen ment oda, a gárd. De nem tudom, hogy nem tudom, hogy
Do have some updates from the other sheets. Over on sheet 1,
Ugye én is azt
Team
gondolom,
Vareka
hogy
scored
szerintem
1 in the
kb.
first,
Oda-
so they
oda
lead
kéne, hogy
1-0 over Dala.
Ide.
And we see over on sheet
Jó.
C that Raju scored 2, stole 2 in the first, so they lead Hananen 2-0. They're
Lehet,
also
hogy a
in the
közepe még
second.
megint csak járatlan ív, de hát az lassabb lesz, szerintem. Igen. Én szerintem egy 65-70 maximum, vagy 65-70. Figyelj rá majd a végén! Be kell vinni!
Oh, this one's starting to
Mehet
curl.
a csere is! Sömör! Sömör! Sömör!
Going to get around the
Come on.
guard.
Végig,
Want
végig,
to
végig,
get this one
mozdulj
into
kell!
the house and
Végig,
get it
végig,
tucked
végig,
away.
Végig, végig, végig! Nagyon szép.
Great stone there. Good sweeping from the front end.
Excellent setup, and they have their build-up here as the Hammer team with that corner guard and a stone right behind it. No red stones there, so no steel setup.
Pavel Hertman indicating nose hit, so would like to run this back. I think with the nose, they can double those 2 stones out.
Out! Box!
Looks like it's going to be a little bit inside. Does peel the guard off.
Whoa.
Never in the history of curling has that worked, Pavel. But I love the effort.
Oda aranyos.
You have to ask. You never know. You have to say.
Innen,
You have to let the
innen
stones know what you
dobhatjuk,
want.
mert itt elég ide is.
So opportunity here for Hungary to kind of split the house, force them to chase, so they could still set up a 2-end here.
Megint a közepén vagyunk a másik oldal felé. Szerintem a 65 az jó. Nem lassú szerintem.
We're just going to try to make sure this gets down there. They do have that red backing over there. If they freeze over against that, that could be a really good stone. but that's going to not curl over far enough, but that's okay.
I think the important thing is they split the house.
Yep.
Od
Yep.
I mean,
zewnątrz,
it's
ale
hard
to
to get a
8,5.
freeze because that redstone is
Tyle.
basically out of the
Damy
house,
tyle
so
na wszelki, no.
even corner freeze would just slightly touch the house. I think it's very good the way it's sitting there.
Yeah, and it still kind of brings that red one in if they try to, if they're inside on the takeout, it could jam against that red, so.
I think that's what I like so far with this tournament and these matches. I haven't seen one team dominate another. It seems like all of the teams can win against each other. They can lose against each other. It's very close here. So
Yeah.
it's not because we have
Wow.
some teams
Wow.
sitting top of the table right now and others in the bottom of the table. That's going to be the case.
Yeah, it's still early days, so they wanted this one to stay, and it does. So this is going to be an important one for Hungary. They need to get this shooter to stay in the house.
Jobb! Kontroll, 0!
I think the best shot, nose hit, best miss would be a inside, rolls over slightly.
Vár! 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 Tom! Ho! 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 Ho!
Curtis curls over, gets on the nose.
Szép!
There it is. Good stone.
One more stone from Hertman.
Ej,
Can
ale
they
musi być
avoid
rol. Nie, ten jest
giving 2
shotem.
points to
Nagraj.
Hungary? Can they avoid?
No,
tying here.
tak. Trochę szerzej. No. Bo ja tu, wiesz, nie cykam aż tak. Wiesz, nie może być na dżema też tutaj za bardzo, za szeroko.
Yeah, they want to make sure that
Co?
the shooter is closer than that other yellow stone.
A
That it
ten
needs
z
the
rolem,
last shot when
bezpieczniej,
it's all
bezpieczniej,
said
bo
and
tam...
done.
Tak, troszeczkę mniej. Na szczocie wszystko. Tamten jest shotem, tu potrzebujemy rola, ale tam się boję dżema jakby za wąsko uderzyć. Tak, musi być roll.
I think I heard the word jam in there. That's why they're going over for this one. They want to hit and roll the board towards the middle.
Ta sama siła, mniej linii jest.
Is Pavel wearing a different beanie? I think he was wearing a yellow one yesterday.
That is possible. I don't remember.
Tak! O, tak!
This one is going to roll over, not too far. All right, so gets it out of the way, but does not quite get it behind the yellow, which I think they were trying to do.
Itt a Tomnak is, meg a Gyurinak is nagyot kanyarodott a 3-0, de az mondjuk itt volt kicsit középre. Itt szerintem ez többet kanyarodik ez az oldal talán. 3-0.
They want to make sure the shooter stays in the house. I think they're going to come this way, so if it over curls, it has more of the house to roll through to stop. Just needs to end up anywhere in the 12 foot after this red one is away.
Csöver!
Calling for a line here.
Want to make sure it hold it.
And this is starting to curl. I don't oh, they get it.
Ez nagyobbat kanyarodik az oldal, sokkal kicsit szélesebb
is,
is volt, és vissza.
2 yellow. And we are back with an even situation to balance the game.
All tied up. Good end there from Hungary. You know, Hertman was trying to play the hitting game, tried to get them into a hitting game and leaving it, unfortunately, just missing, leaving it so that Hungary could score 2 and level things up. Taking a peek over on sheet A, lots of stones in play in the house over there. As they're nearing end of the end of their second end over there. So far, things have been pretty evenly matched here. I think teams are still, I think they're feeling each other out. Not trying to get too aggressive on anything just yet. Feeling the ice, warming the legs up for this first match of the day. But Tomasz is going to be starting things off here in end number 3 for Team Hungary, as we are all level at 2. Hope you fans out there in internet land are enjoying the curling, enjoying your Saturday morning.
Yeah, the good thing I think with a Polish team and a Hungarian team on stream this morning is they have, I think, a 1 hour lead. I think it's a 1 hour difference in terms of time zones. I don't know by heart, but I'm guessing it's close to noon over there.
Yes, I think so. It's still technically morning, so I'm still technically correct. Which we all know is the best kind of correct.
Wąski!
Looking to open up with a
Hej,
corner
tylko
guard
siła,
here.
tylko
Want this
siła.
one to
Wygląda dużo.
curl over. Seems like it's a little bit heavy. It's
Off,
going to end up
off.
in the house, but probably not because I
14.
said it out loud.
Off, 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 off.
No, it is. I'm going to try to sweep this one,
12.
get a little bit wider. For a nose hit here.
Szymon! Szymon!
Immediately for the sweep.
Szymon!
Now this one seems
Végig,
okay.
végig, végig, végig.
Oh no, there it starts to go.
És figyelj!
It could get the curl and the roll.
Basszus, de megállt itt a végén.
Maybe just a touch late on that call for sweeping the roll, but now it's going to allow Team Hertman to kind of hit and roll underneath as well.
No to oni będą bili z powrotem. Tak. Tak! Max! Oddaj! Oddaj! Wow, wow! Roll, 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 roll!
Got
Find the roll there.
roll. It's just
9-9.
a little bit out, sticking out, so now the thought is, what do you do with that? Do you try to, is there enough space to clear it out and roll underneath it? Looks like maybe they're going for a
Yes.
corner freeze. Yeah, I think those stones are kind of close enough, would be close enough together that you wouldn't want to set up a double, so they're going to
Ayo.
corner freeze to kind of protect that one for now. Reapers are leaving this one alone. Seems heavy and seems a bit wide.
Szymon!
Gonna try to get that to curl over.
Ho! Hát azt gondoltam, hogy a 9
Gets
az
there on the
megáll.
red, but
Meg a
yeah,
10 is.
unfortunately going to go out the back of the house.
Soft boję się, że wyleci. Jedenaście!
So a tap on the hip for a lot of teams means board weight, so something a little bit heavier than hack, but not too much. Let's see if that means the same thing in,
Wow.
for Team Hertman.
Wow. Wow. Paweł, Paweł! Paweł!
Curl this over.
Yep, cały czas, bez rola.
Just a roll. Is it going to roll too far? Oh,
Oh, Swedish curl there.
Swedish curl bites in.
Nulla.
Sagabor kind of wave at it with his broom, thinking it looks kind of like it was going to get out, but then suddenly just kind of it bit and spun back in.
Şömer. Şömer, şömer, şömer. Şömer, 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 şömer. Şömer, şömer, şömer. Şömer, şömer, şömer. Tovább, Balázs, tovább, 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 tovább.
Trying to get this one to roll all the way over against that red one. Doesn't quite get there, but does get rid of the red sitting in the middle. I think we're another hitting end. But this time, Hertman with the advantage right now of having that stone biting over on the edge there.
Paweł. Yep.
A little bit
Iło.
of curl.
Ej.
Potential double over there. Would be very handy for Team Hungary to get both of these reds out of the
Normál, vagy
house.
erősebb. Igazából itt... nem. Szerintem ide mutass. Erős lesz.
Lots of weight on this one.
Şömer, şömer, şömer. Şömer, şömer, şömer.
Sure to hold this one. It's going to curl over too much. Oh no. Perfect. Good stone. Gets rid of both of them. I don't know why I said.
Yeah, I was wondering, why were you going for the oh no?
Oh no, well, it's because I was thinking that it was gonna miss, and then I said, oh no, I was wrong, but suddenly stopped after saying, oh no, I don't know why.
Igen.
I think that was an excellent stone, and we
Very
are
good
looking
stone,
at an
yeah.
empty house, which is in favor for a team with the hammer, being Team Hertman here. And trying to mask the view with the broom. Never had that before.
Siła
It's like-
najważniejsza.
So on this center sheet, the cameras are a little bit lower.
Wchodzę. Dawaj.
I get this one in, just biting. There it goes. Very
Super
nice
stop.
stone. Well, I predict another hit.
Nulla. Kéne maradni.
Ouch.
Oh,
Hope he didn't hurt himself there. And stone was touched.
oh, burning the stone there, but let's hope he's okay. Seems to be. Probably just a bit upset with himself for
Yeah.
burning the stone. That's unfortunate. Could be a big break for Hertman, as they have the hammer and one stone in the house already, so they'll be able to play off to the split.
Tylko siła. Ej, off. 13-3. Mega sunie. Dostanie.
Keeps carrying here.
Ej.
Bit deep, but it's going to stay biting, staying more than just biting, staying over in the backside of the house. Lots of separation between the two stones. So while it would be exciting to see a cross house double, I don't think that's the call here.
Várj! 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 Szép.
Nose hit clears out the red and actually leaves it so that now Hertman's going to have to hit and roll this one into the house to be able to set up multiple points. Otherwise, it's going to be out of the house.
Dawno nie
And
grałem droła.
then leave a guard.
Ej, wiedźmy.
A guard.
Jedźmy chyba. Tak, możemy wystawać. Tylko nie możemy cali wystawać, żeby nie mieli rola. Ej. Najlepiej by było to z rolem zagrać do środka jednak. Soft.
We're also, while this
so-
game is ongoing, we're keeping an eye on the other sheets,
co może
especially
ocenąć?
for Belgian
Okej, to
curling
tyle, to jeszcze
fans.
kapkę.
We have Team Vreken against Team Dalle over on sheet A, and that's the kind of a preview for the men's challenger,
Bo jak
which is
tam wystawię na
next
jakiegoś
week,
rola,
the
będziemy
big
się
challenge to see
pierdzielić
who
z
gets
tym.
to be the
Tylko
national
potrzebujemy rola.
Belgian
Nie
men's
może być
team.
nos.
I think Team Vreken has been the men's team for a couple of years. They are considered the best team in Belgium over on the men's side, but then of course Team Dalle or the Desperate Housekeepers. This is their
Yes.
their Belgium name here. They are challenging them for the national jersey.
Tak! Tak!
I see Dalla scored 1 in the second, so that match is all tied up 1-1. So this one is going to curl over a little too much, so stays outside of the house. So a bit of a break for Hungary here.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be able to hit this red one out, possibly force Hertman to take one or go for the blank. My prediction is that Hertman will opt for the blank
Várj! Várj!
if they can.
Csúly!
Because if this yellow one sticks, you still have to get it out of the house. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to take the blank. If this yellow one sticks in the house, which looks like it's going to.
Yep.
Yep.
And I like how it's sitting there. They can go for a nose head takeout. I mean, even drawing is a bit tricky because the scoring area is reduced thanks to that yellow stone sitting there touching the 8 foot. And they're going for takeout here. And a takeout for 1 is a good result for Hungary because they are allowing Hertman to just score 1 on their hammer, which is always, from a tactical point of view, a good result for
Some
Yeah,
might
team.
say forcing them
Wow, wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow.
to score only 1.
yeah,
Tak,
correct.
tak, tak! Tak!
Trying to hold this so make sure it stays outside. Hertman wants the blank.
Yes.
And they get it.
It's understandable because well, they probably don't want to have just 1 point, and now they take the hammer.
Keep the hammer into
And
the next
even
end,
ends.
so and it'll be on the even ends. So, excuse me, there missed my mute button before I coughed. So, a blank end. I'd say that's a pretty good result for Hungary. Hertman, yeah, just that one little miss on the roll they needed to get into the house, the hit and roll to get that shooter into the house, leaves them outside. So you could say Hungary forced the blank there. So Tomas is going to start it off for Hungary here in the 4th. So we stay 2 to 2.
Feels like this
Irány jó.
sliding was not entirely in line with the stone on this one.
Várj. Hosszú, hosszú,
We will
hosszú.
see if this is
Hosszúnak tűnik.
resulting in a stone that is not where they want it, but
Looks like
I
it's
think
curling
seems fine. No sweeping needed.
As he's sweeping.
Yeah, well, they were not sweeping super hard on that one.
Hashtag Tim's wrong. And oh, that one just curls over the line, off that center line. Let's see. We have an update from Sheet C. Team Hananen scored 3 in the second, so they lead it 3-2. 3-2 over Raju. They are also beginning they are finishing their third end now.
Szeroki
They are
bardzo!
always finishing their
Piotrek na
ends,
końcu!
since they are the Finnish team.
Okej, dużo łapie!
Maybe too early for bad
Sam.
jokes.
Man.
Przekręca.
For those of you new to the stream, this is my life. This is what I have to deal with over on Kurdia TV quite often.
Yeah, you have to.
They're not
endure.
any better over there. The jokes aren't any better over there.
Irány jó. Fordulnia kell. Hely van bőven. A söpröt cserével. Figyelj.
Trying to get this one deep. Looks like it's going to be past the guard easily. Just
Figyelj.
want to curl
Nagyon jó
this
lesz.
one
Semmi.
around behind.
Nagyon szép
Oh,
dob.
very nice stone. Right there on the tee.
This looks so pleasing if you kind of slowly see it just gently slide past the guard and then find its way on tucked behind the guard there.
Hertman's going to draw their own, try to get it
Bardzo szeroki,
behind their
bardzo szeroki!
guard on the side, indicating it's a
Piotrek
little
na
bit wide.
końcu! Teraz wciągaj! Jeb!
Trying to make
Yep,
this curl
super, idzie
over as
dawaj.
much as they can.
Dawaj! Dawaj, siła, wszystko!
Well, that's going to end up
Wszystko.
nice as well. Oh, wow.
Ej.
Very good stone.
Bardzo dużo!
Good effort from the sweepers to get that a little bit more curl into it, get a little bit behind.
Látsz ebből valamit? De azt még nem vehetjük le sajnos.
I think
Toljuk ezt ki egy picit.
they're thinking, can we reach it with some kind of hack weight and then roll back in, or should we take out the guard
Megáll a
first?
házban.
Well, can't take out the guard just yet. So I think they're trying to for a freeze-ish, maybe a little bit of a tap back. Don't want anything. Don't want to play anything with too much weight and risk having it remove the guard out, take the guard out of play. Then they would lose the stone. And
Várj, széles. Széles.
looks pretty good.
Várj.
Let me get around the guard nicely. Keeps curling. Try to curl this one a little bit more.
Szép.
It's the tap, not quite out of the house though. I think they would have liked that red to be out of the house as well. But as that was the 5th stone played, takeouts are now in full effect, so.
Tak.
Yes.
Yep.
Tak. A co, chcesz
Hertman saying,
mocniej?
let's get rid of this.
Jest git normal. Wow. Paweł Max!
Going to catch that one in the back. Just not.
Dobrze zagrałeś.
Shooter does roll over enough that it is exposed back there, so Hungary is going to have to do something about it.
5-ös, a B a rövidebb. Irány jó, hanyas! Sömörd akkor! Sömörd! Hanyas! Hát!
I just remember Emily is originally from Poland. Maybe she could teach us some of the swear words to listen out for.
That could be interesting. As they try and get this behind the guard, it will tap the guards.
Okay, szép.
Catches it, yep. So sets up as a guard in front of their yellow, but does not have the protection from the red to help it. So see Pavel looking at the double. Nose hit on that front yellow should spill both of these yellows out of the way. Looking for a nose hit here, very close to nose. Ooh, just curls over a bit too much.
Yeah, they were sweeping for line here. And I think so far, with their guards and 2 Yellowstones in the house, I think this is a setup that Hungary quite likes as a team that is trying to steal here.
I think so, yeah. Definitely in their favor for limiting Hertman to a 1, possibly another blank, but right now I'd be on the inclined to say that Hungary has the option to score, or has the likelihood of scoring in this end.
Yeah, I mean, the
Still
red
a lot
ones
of-
are still there to run back, that kind of stuff. But
Yeah, still a lot of stones to play, but really good setup for Hungary out through the front end.
Várj!
And make sure this one gets around past these guards.
starts to curl hard.
Just as it slows down, don't want to chip it over too much. Now, are those reds stacked over, or are they just kind of sitting next to each other? No, just sitting next to each other, so
Trochę nalewo od nosa.
still an option here for red to run back, get that yellow out of the way, maybe. It's calling for no set though,
Whoa!
which would be a difficult.
Tak!
Might
Tak!
miss it.
Tak! Whoa! Marcin!
Trying to curl this over a little bit.
Odwróć.
Oh, a little bit too far outside.
And this is, I mean, they lose those 2 stones. They don't really need them because they don't want guards in front. But then again, now they can't run them back. And we have the one that's set up here for yellow with a center guard and a stone on the button. Things are looking good here for the Hungarian team. And you can see Skip of Team Hertman using his brain power to figure out how they can get out of this messy situation, or at least kind of scary situation.
Rövidebb is jó.
Seems a little bit wide. Is this going to curl over enough?
I think it also looks heavy, basically. I think they want it to be
Vidd hátra!
something that is not too deep here, because this could leave a double.
Ezt akartam?
Yeah, that curled a lot as soon as it got into the house.
Cały.
But yeah,
Hey,
unfortunately, now
To
leaves
samo na
a
kartkę
potential double
przechodzimy.
there.
Yeah, imagine if it was kind of more in the guard zone or touching the blue, the 12 foot. It would have made it harder for Hertman.
Yep.
But now they're just going to use it and try and double it out here.
Tak!
I know it's easy to say from out here and in hindsight with the video, but it would have been helpful if they had swept to have that tick off the red.
Split it a bit.
Oof. Ooh,
And an
just-
unfortunate miss here. Catches the guard, so the guard has been has had value basically.
Az elsőt kell védenünk, az elsőt
Now they
kell.
have 2 stones in the pin, and can they
Itt kell maradni kb.
protect
3.
it if they put a guard in front of it? I mean, the risk is the way they're stacked up. The double is there, so they need to avoid Hertman from doubling them out there. But even if they double them out, that 3rd stone there
yes.
is still sitting at 3rd shot. So
Yeah.
a lot of options here.
Nagyon.
I think they're gonna want to like put this one, have this one just slightly on the right edge of the center line as we're looking at here.
Yeah, a good guard can make all the difference. Needs to curl.
Shouting encouragement, trying to get this over.
Wait,
The guard is fine.
He's fine, but can they get the curl? And look, oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Stone.
I think this is also a shot of the end
that's
of the
quick.
match.
That
You
is-
click this
that
one.
is-
That is clicked for sure. It doesn't look like
No.
a very exciting stone. It's not a big takeout or anything like that, but that is a very, very important stone
Yeah.
for Team Hungary here.
Yeah, they don't look spectacular like a triple takeout,
Podoba wam
but
się
the way
sok?
this is
Cześć,
executed,
Robot.
so precise and so well executed, it just changes things. They have
Tak, barier
a
ma.
guard protecting those 2 shots. They
Bo tak
have a
naprawdę
potential of
jak my tu
stealing
przejdziemy,
2, maybe
wystarczy
3, who
pchniemy i
knows.
będziemy za centerem, to już jest
Now
git.
it's important for Hertman. They should take some time
Barier,
to
nie
consider
wiem
what to
nawet,
do
czy nie
here.
hak w takim razie.
Because 2 more
Tak,
stones
okej.
for the Polish team.
Nie jestem przekonany.
Yeah, and coming
Zagram na
over
haka
from,
tyle.
you know, they have to come up the left side. That's going to kind of take away that double.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to get onto the nose of that top front red yellow stone to get rid of both of them on the pin, so it's really going to take away one, and it's probably going to roll.
Tak, najważniejsze,
bit
żeby
away,
go
so
przejść i zostaniemy tam. Nie,
I think this one's going to be a little bit lighter of a takeout, probably
Tak, nie
hack weights.
potrzebujemy ich wybijać.
They want that shooter to kind of stay ideally right in front of the other yellow on the button.
Taking the time to
Yeah,
focus
shit,
here.
yeah,
Make
insane.
sure. This is an important stone. These are the kind of stones that you don't want to miss. Don't want to leave wide. This could be a potential key moment in this game here.
Tak! 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 Tak!
Oh, and is this catching the guard? I think it is.
Oh,
It clips the guard.
ooh.
An expensive miss here from the skip of the Polish team, Team Hertman.
Yeah. It's a little bit tight. I could see what he was going for there.
And his team is still supporting him with the high fives or the low fives, but a good guard for Hungary could really seal the deal. And maybe they can't defend all of their 3 shot stones, but definitely they are defending a steal here in this end. It's a bit worrying if you're the Polish team.
Yeah, this one they need another high guard. Another guard on that center line. I think anywhere along that line is going to do, but maybe a little bit deeper just to
Seems slightly deeper. Needs to find a curl. And need to sweep to get it to curl as much as possible. Oh, excellent Christmas tree setup there. And now we have 3 stones for Team Hungary. FTC
Tylko to
Men
opomnij
Hungary
jeden.
here. And can
Are they in damage control
Na
at the
pewno, że
moment?
jak
for
tutaj
Hertman?
uderzymy, to
Can they?
wystarczy zupełnie.
Are they going to look at? Let's
Trochę
just
na
try to
lewo od
clear out as
nosa.
many as we can.
yeah, I mean those
Maybe.
Nie, na lewo od nosa. Tak, na lewo od nosa tu.
Hungary
uderzamy.
just setting 2 perfect guards here with the last 2 stones.
mówię,
Very
trochę
important for
na
the
lewo
skip
od
to execute.
8, tak. mocno.
Pressuring the Polish skip
Legit.
hard, and then
Tak, tak, bo tutaj wiem, że w miarę po prostej poleci.
Pavel Hertman missed his first takeout.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, there is a potential to
Ah.
just throw in some big
Leciutko,
weight here
naprawdę
and
leciutko.
get stones out,
Jak
but
coś, to
yeah,
jest lepszy
that's not the
nos,
way
już
to score
przekręcić
points. That would be the
mocno,
full
te dwa
damage
polecą.
control option here.
Tak. Myślę, że
With some
tyle
good
jest
weight
git.
on the nose, I think they can get those 2 away plus the shooter plus the
minus
run
jeden
back
nie ma nic
to
innego.
go away, leaving just 1 for Hungary. But that would be a big
Z
steal.
tej perspektywy
Even
musi
that one would
minimalnie
be
na
a
prawo od
great steal,
nosa,
especially
ewentualnie
after
nos po
forcing
minus
the
2.
blank in the previous end.
Yeah. Anyway, I think no matter how this end turns out to be, this is something we are going to ask the winnings cap afterwards. Like, how was this end kind of important for the game? How was it affecting? So we're halfway after this end. We have the forehand break.
Wow. Wow. Wow! Wow!
Calling out the sweepers. Now he's getting on it. There's the nose hit.
Yes!
There's the push.
It's
Get
two.
rid of 2. So
Yeah.
it's 2 for Hungary. A
A
big
steal
steal
of
of 2.
two, yeah.
There. That was a huge end for Hungary there. Hertman missing those 2 takeouts with their 6th and 7th stones. Really late, and it's not by much, but this is a game of centimeters, or in English, the States would say a game of inches, and it's like that tight little, just not missing by much, and it's enough to turn the tide. Great air in there from Hungary. I think they put their stones in the right positions at the right time, really forcing Hertman to take some difficult shots.
As we are close here, we can have a quick peek on the scoreboards maybe, and an update over on the other matches.
So we see that over on sheet A, Team Vareka scored 2 in the third, so they lead it 3-1 over Team Dala in our all Belgian matchup. And over on sheet C, Raju scored 2 in the third. They lead it 4-3. Now they're in their break, so we have no idea what happened in the fourth end. But I see the chilling on the side down on the glass part. So we can kind of move over here and get over this.
Yeah, so exciting game so far.
Yes. Really tight match from both sides, and we're seeing it's just a matter of centimeters, a couple of centimeters here or there, and the entire match that entire end looks different. So Hertman's going to have to regroup, shake off those couple of misses, and Hungary is just going to have to keep applying the pressure. So I think we're going to see a really exciting back half of the match. I'm looking forward to it. I think this one could go to the final stone.
I think so, and this is good for kind of the game and the viewers, for the neutral supporter to see games this close. Yeah, so far it's still hashtag John's wrong. Your prediction's wrong, but so is mine.
That's the only thing I've got going right now is that you're not going to get points either. But
yeah, that's true.
Maybe I should have been contrary. I should have stuck with my gut and taken the contrarian pick.
I can understand that the counter pick could have worked, but I can also understand that you were just kind of following my lead here, following my expertise, my predictions, my brain. It's natural. I have this kind of convincing thing that's just putting you on my boat here.
Anyone who's ever watched Kurdia TV knows that I'm usually the one winning the picks and not Pim. So this is kind of like opposite day, because we're not on our channel, so I don't get to win.
Yeah, who knows? But so far, yeah, well, it's still halfway. And the thing is, Hungary, they are leading, but we know the true legends here, the comeback team, they could still surprise us. They have had comeback moments every game so far. They had it with the first game against Haninen, where Pavel Hertman just left that final draw short to tie. And then yesterday, they were trailing, I think 5-2 against Team Dalla, but then they kind of had their motor kicking in, and then scoring a 4-house, and then even a steal of 3 afterwards, ending up winning the game. So yeah, they are the comeback champion, the comeback legends, and maybe, who knows, they will be kind of reinforcing their reputation today with this game. But it's not going to be easy. But I have to say, Hungary, I'm impressed. I haven't seen them play. but yeah, we predicted there is no team better or absolutely kind of dominating this tournament. Every team can win, every team can lose, and that's just the same
Yeah.
story in this game so far.
Yeah, they've been really solid, not taking not succumbing to any pressure, just playing their shots. I think Team Hertman, I don't want to say they're falling apart under pressure. It's just a couple of small misses. You've got to play some, Team Hungary has been putting their stones in the right place. They're really trying to force Hertman to miss, and that's what's exactly happened. So looks like they are setting up for the next one.
Yes, let's
Maybe.
hop
So
back.
we'll hop back out onto the ice. There we go. So, well, I guess they're just spinning. They're still waiting for someone to come out. But Pavel Hertman getting down to the far end, so now they are ready to go. Mas is going to be starting things off here for Team Hungary as Hungary leads 4-2 over Team Hertman as we begin the fifth end. I want to say a special thanks to Emily working behind the bar here at the Curling Club Zemps for bringing us fresh coffees before this second half of the match starts.
Mm-hmm.
This one coming in, settling nicely, just biting the button. And next time I'll unmute the skip before the end starts. And I see they have updated the score over on sheet C. It was Raju stealing one in the fourth, so they lead it 5-3 over Hananen as they start their fifth end.
Yeah, so Hananen winning their first two games, and they are looking at potentially first loss in the tournament here, and Raju looking to win their second game.
Yep, still early days. Still a lot of stones left. Still a tight match over there, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Yep. I think the virtual standings, currently with the standings we have so far, is Verreken with 3 wins, Hananen 2 wins, Raju 2 wins, and then Hungary their first win. Hertman, they will have 1 win and 2 losses, and Dalla 3 losses. But that's the virtual standings.
Well, things just changed because they just updated the scoreboard on sheet A. So Dalla scored 2 in the second, so they're all tied up as they head into the fifth end.
Interesting.
3-3.
I mean, that promises for the challenge. I mean, this is still halfway one game. They'll the Belgium challenge is a best of 5 series with 8 enders. So
I also forgot to switch them, unmute the skip, so that's why I was quiet.
I think I asked Sebastian Dalla, like, do you consider this a practice game for a challenge? And his words were, there are no practice games. It's always money time against Verreken. And I think this is also what they want to do today. They want to send a message to show them they're ready to face Team Verreken next weekend.
Trying to get this one in for the corner freeze. Sweeper's working it hard. Excellent, Stone. I mean, that is textbook corner freeze right there. You've clicked that one as well. That's a fantastic, Stone. Yorgi being tasked to do the same. Put one right over on top of it, but probably a little bit more on the nose than on the corner there.
Szűkebb! Sömöt! Sömöt! Oh.
This one's going to curl over a bit. They don't want to knock that center guard away. This is going to freeze up against that. Slight tap, stacking up on the center line. All right, going for a hack weight here. Going to tap the red onto the yellow, move the yellow out of the way.
Ewentualnie się zastanawiam, czy teraz mogę to zczyścić, póki są blisko. Okej, tylko tym i tak będziemy odkryci, będą mogli rola zagrać. Okej, zaryzykujmy.
I think Pavel was looking at those, doing something with those center guards, but I think they're opting to leave it. Maybe a miss if it's tight would be, peeling off one of those guards.
Okay. Wow! Wow! Tak! 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 Wow, 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 wow! Tak, 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 tak! Jedź! Roll!
Hit on the corner and moves that yellow one away. Leaves the red one sitting shot halfway exposed, so there is an option there. Possibly even a double setup with those two reds right now. Gabor indicating I am correct. Thank you. Hashtag John's right sometimes.
Come on!
Hold this one straight. Oh, that's going to catch those guards up top. What's that going to do with that yellow? Oh, that's actually not going to be a bad miss. That's going to leave that yellow in a decent spot for getting rid of the red. Unfortunately, a little bit tight, but it also does take away that red double, so maybe not so nice of a miss. I mean, it still puts that yellow into a decent position, but in the grand scheme of the end, maybe not the best miss.
Wow! Wow! Paweł blisko! Jeb!
Look for a little bit of a roll out of this one.
11.
Not very much, but still a nice stone. I think they're going to try to... Yep, they're looking at a hit and roll here.
Ide kéne, ezen a legjobb, ha ide jönnénk a miénk mögé. A miénk mögé pattannánk, nem tudnánk kiütni. Mi lennénk a sat? 3-0 az jó.
We're indicating that if it rolls, they want it to roll over onto the far right behind those two stones stacked up in the middle, so that way there's no run back opportunity. Trying to get over to the
3-0.
far right side of the 4-foot.
Át kéne pattanni a miénk mögé, oda a sárga miénk mögé. Balázs, Póti!
Nice long slide here.
Good, yeah. Following that one all the way. And just doesn't get the roll they needed off of that, but does get rid of the red. Pavel Hertman indicating that they want this one to roll outside. I'd like to keep some distance between the stones here.
Dog!
Whoa!
Cleaning this one. This one curl a little bit more so it doesn't roll too far. Unfortunately, that is going to stay just a bit outside, and the shooter rolls all the way out of the house.
Ráüssek erre? Vagy üssem ezt? De akkor mi leszünk már a sat, hogy ezt ráütöm? Igen. 3-0. Aha.
I think we'll be looking for a little bit of a hit and roll here. Want this shooter to roll out to the outside, try to get behind that guard.
Oh, oh! Süvet! Végig, nagyon, végig, on!
Oh, look at that. Does get both of the red ones moving. Sitting, is that sitting first and second? They are sitting first and second.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice stone. Did not see that yellow one gonna jam out on the red. Maybe that's what they were looking for first. Either way, it has been clipped. That is definitely one to revisit for the highlight reel.
Tak! Tak!
Team Hungary is putting Hertman on the back foot in this end again.
Oh, tak! Tak! Oh!
Gonna hold. It's gonna get some roll, but I think the shooter will stay in the house.
It's a nice roll. I mean, as long as the shooter's in the house, I don't know if it's better than that Yellowstone. I don't think so.
No. They're still, yellow is still shot. It's going to be difficult. That red one sitting behind it is a potential jam for that yellow. So Hertman's going to have to try to figure a way to get that one out.
Süvet! Ho! Ho! Süvet! 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 Végig! 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 Végig!
Once the nose hit, gets the nose hit. Keeps that yellow one in the house.
No,
Cross house
Nie, to pilem by
double.
trzeba było
They're
jeszcze,
looking
tak.
at it.
Pytanie, czy chcemy aż tak ryzykować. Ale chyba tak, bo tu już nie ma setupu. O. To nie wiem, czy od tej strony i tak na dół nie polecimy. Okej, to mocny.
Yeah,
It feels like
could be there.
it's a possibility. They're looking
no,
at it,
wyżej,
but it's
wyżej,
so
wyżej,
far to
tak.
go, and it's
Jak
kind of
najwyżej,
flat
Paweł,
for
tu
that
roll też jest
distance
git.
that
Inofem. Myślę, że
it's
pil.
going to take some weight, and it's going to need to hit it
Tyle pil.
fairly solid to get over. May not even be the double, just I think maybe the rollover and the freeze on that yellow would be good enough. But we're going to see something exciting here.
It's always nice to know that we have a big shot coming, or at least a big
Chociaż
try.
tamtą stronę rola. Nawet jak jest rollout, to i tak nie mamy setupu. To na pewno węziej. Tak! Tak! O! Wow! 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 Wow!
There's the hit, there's the slide, and jams on their red, but that's going to leave them shot now.
Yep.
Unfortunately, though, it's going to put them behind the yellow, so it's just going to take a little tap on the yellow to move that red away.
Yeah, thinking time here for Hungary.
Yeah. Yeah, now that yellow guard is going to make things a little bit more difficult for Hungary to try to move the red.
Ha itt rajta maradsz, akkor 2 lesz nekünk shot. Ez elmegy hátra, 2 shot lesz. Teljesen jó. Befordulunk meg és kitoljuk.
Yeah, I think if they can put something in front of it, like a corner freeze, and then throw a takeout at it, that could work.
Yeah, yeah.
Csömen! 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 Ho!
To get this one
Csömen!
around the guard.
Ton! 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 Ton!
Gets it going. There it is. On the nose.
Excellent, excellent stone.
Wow. And yeah, oh, very
What
good
a
stone.
beauty there. What a beauty.
That's gonna leave those yellows locked in. I think they're gonna both be ahead of the
grajmy od tamtego.
Reds, so it's gonna be difficult to get them all
Nie,
away.
niżej. Tu, żeby uderzyć.
Yeah, this is really forcing Team Hertman to think about their options again. I think they're not giving Team Hertman an easy time here,
No,
Hungarian
no.
team,
Ale
Absolutely not.
when they're playing pretty great so far, especially in that fifth end
na,
and also in the fourth end. And the fifth end is the current end, of course.
chyba ich dwa ich są. Według mnie są
There,
dwa ich. To pytanie, czy wjeżdżamy po
I don't know
jeden,
if they're
czy chcemy
sitting
ryzykować. Chcecie wjechać
two-
po jeden, czy
It's
zaryzykować
very
tutaj?
tight. My guess is that yellow one is
tu uderzyć.
second, but it's just a guess. It's so hard to say.
Jest szansa, że tu poleci. Albo na tego. To co? No bombę, tak. Ale tutaj od dołu dosyć, no.
Oh, I was wondering why they were looking at that angle on the side. They
Z
might
drugiej
try to use
strony,
that
jak
red
dwa
to run
oddamy,
in.
To jest lipa. A. Kusi, ale wiedźmy. Są dwa ich.
Are they? I think
Yeah,
they're-
Well, they were
Będziemy, to
looking
nie
at it. I
będziemy
don't think they're
mierzyć.
going to do it. I think now they're just going to draw to the middle.
Raczej są oba ich. To jest riski, ja wiem, że po trzy, ale jak dwa oddamy.
Yeah, seems like it's a little bit of a risky play out there.
You can see that even when he's all over on the hack,
Nie ma szans.
he's still
One
kind
są
of
tam tak
thinking,
sklejone,
is
że
this
nawet
the
jak
right
go
choice?
dostaniemy, to nic to nie da. Wiedźmy.
That's a tough one, you know.
It's a tough
Hungary is locked. Those two stones are basically locked in there. It's not easy to get those out.
No, they're locked in
one
there with the
stone.
guard in front of it. So, well, luckily they're over on the sides. So Team Hertman, they have hammer. The middle still open. So it's not like they're facing the threat of a steal here like they did in the previous ends. But still, I suppose they just want to score more than 1 point here.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the whole catch.
Want this one to be closer than those two yellows. They need this one to come into shot. That one's going to be just fine. Oh, we're behind on stones. That was the hammer stone.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. We were...
I was looking at the thing like, okay,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, there's this, there's
Okay,
one
there's
more.
one red
Okay.
span.
So that changes everything.
Somewhere we missed clicking the stones there. But
So,
that's,
Good end from Hungary. They're forcing Hertman to take one, you know, preserving their lead. That's I think that's a big end.
definitely. That really puts that previous yellow stone in perspective. The one we've clicked
Yeah.
as a very important stone, that was even more important because that was their last stone.
So, while we're got in between ends here, I can give an update on sheet C. Hananen scored 4 in the 5th end, so they lead it 7-5 over Raju in the 6th. We see a blank end over on sheet A for Team Vareka, so that match between Vareka and Dala is all tied up at 3 as they're in the 6th end as well. We start off here in the
Paweł,
Sixth
szeroki,
ends.
szeroki. Na
Team
końcu
Hungary
finish.
leading 4-3.
Jedź, 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 jedź. Jedź na centera. Jedź na centera, dawaj. Okej.
Hatos, ötös.
Opening up with a center guard. Ooh, and Gabor saying, let's bring this one in behind the house. Let's into the house. Let's use that center guard to our advantage.
Hertman, jó? Tisztít. Csak az erő, hely van,
Well
csak az
wide of the
erő.
guard. Just needs to make sure it has the weight to get past it. There it
Várj, várj,
goes.
semmi,
fine.
nem,
And
nem,
then
nem,
it's
nagyon,
going to get
nagyon
in
túl,
right
ahhoz-
near the top of the forefoot.
Nem kell, nem kell, nem kell.
Excellent
nem kell,
stone.
fordul. Szép.
Excellent stone there.
Very nice. Little click on that one as well.
Yeah, honestly, I am impressed with how
Top 8!
Team Hungary is playing here so far.
Mhm.
They're playing so strong, and they have pulled off very difficult stones and then executed. Remember those perfect guards there in the fourth end, and then in the fifth end, having that
końcu,
freeze
Piotrek!
that really
Szeroki bardzo!
made it hard for Hertman
Off.
to score more than 1 point.
Zwalnia, zwalnia, jedź, jedź! Jedź!
Looking for the corner
Yes!
freeze here. Just get onto the nose.
Ej,
Taps a little bit deeper. So now Hungary, they have a stone in front of the tee on a shot position with a double guard up front, but of course the guards, they're not their guards. A run back could be dangerous here, and that's why
Szívbősöd.
this is why they want to put something in between.
Yep, little corner freeze up against that second stone there, second red there. It's always nice as a thrower. They say just throw the same stone again. You've got it in your muscle memory. You know, just same line, same weight.
Tömör.
Now it's often easier said than done, but
Tömör, nincs hely.
there is something to say with throwing that same stone again. This
Végig
one
most már, végig most már.
going
amíg
to
jön,
get
amíg
around,
jön.
and that's another classic one.
So good stones here.
Szép.
Excellent, excellent stone there.
I like that the angles are kind of slightly angled, so if you do a run back, things will just clear out the house, but that they might not run all the way towards the shot stone.
Yep. So Hertman coming back with their own corner freeze up the other side.
Cztery! Miejsce, miejsce, miejsce! Cztery! 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 Jedź, 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 jedź! Jedź, jedź, dawaj! Dawaj!
Start to
Super idzie, dawaj!
curl. Gonna sweep this one as
Wow,
deep
wow,
as
wow,
they
wow,
can.
wow, 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 wow. Okay, ekstra.
That one's also very nice.
Extra.
Hetes erő, csak hetes. Egy sima draw, hetes.
Going for a little tap back here. Little run. Not too heavy,
Don't
just
get
yellow
headless.
onto red onto yellow just to give a little bit of separation. Put it on the closer to the pin.
Figyelj! Figyelj! Ó, semmi, semmi, semmi. Semmi. Semmi.
Starting
Jeremy.
to curl over, but might just be a little bit wide. Gets the tap, but just kind of taps it into place. Ooh.
Is there a double there?
I think so. Yeah, there was
Cienko
a.
tutaj!
Yeah, I think indeed Team
Dosyć
Hertman
cienko!
spotted that double, and I think they're going for it.
Yep.
Not an easy one,
Bezpieczniej od tej!
yeah, but
Ale
it's
to
there.
musi być pil!
And if they want to get rid of that yellow
Naprawdę
stone on the pin,
cienko,
or close to the
tutaj.
pin, this
Yep,
is how they
let's
can
just
do it.
Yep. The thumbs up from Piotr. He's like, let's go.
His broom is all warmed up.
Wow. Wow. O, Paweł, Paweł, Paweł. Max, 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 Max,
There,
Max,
looks
Max, Max,
good.
Max.
Bang.
Right.
Oh. Doesn't quite get a solid contact, but still a good effort. It puts their red in a good position to
Yeah, the thing is,
still at the angle. They've still got an angle at that yellow, so
yeah, but if red is able to tap their second shot redstone, they can tap it onto the pin, or they can tap it against yellow. So that's
Yep.
Yellowstone sitting second position is sitting dangerous for Team Hungary, so they want to guard it off, kind of avoid Team Hertman to make use of their redstone there.
Ötös kell!
Yeah, Hungary recognizes that, so Gabor is saying, let's put a guard over this red. That seems a bit wide, but I've said that before, and it's curled over, so there it goes.
Yeah, they need to hit it on the side. The question is...
Not too heavy.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. That was scary, but and now it's still scary, because I think if you just...
But the risk is, the thing for Hertman is they'll be tapping the yellow back onto the red, so they want to kind of cover this up. Try to protect it a little bit.
Yeah, because if you tap back yellow, there is a interesting situation there. They're both trying to protect and attack at the same time.
Yep.
We'll have to wait and see who comes out on top here.
Back 8, Max!
Back 8 max, understood that.
Yellow is sitting shot, but any kind of little tap on that red one will put red in shot position. I think maybe that's what they're trying to do, because with the back 8, it will definitely tap yellow. And
I think, yeah, they want to kind of run that yellow back onto the red on the nose. That will run the red off to the side, tap the yellow out of the way, and then that...
Marcin, zaraz! Tak! Marcin!
Trying to curl this over.
Ooh, this needs to curl a lot.
No, I think it
looks wide. Slightly too wide here.
That's going to make things difficult for Team Hertman here.
Yeah.
And actually, the way this is set up, if we go to the overhead cam, a hard enough hit on the right side of that second yellow there could send both of those reds out of the way. And then leave yellow in a second position with behind cover.
Yeah, a hard one will get both reds out of the way, and a soft one will just promote red onto the pin. And there are still, because of that red one sitting there in the 8 foot on the sides, there are roll opportunities for both teams.
Yeah, they might be looking at that.
This is kind of an end that's interesting for those curling quiz things you have online, where you have to kind of figure out what is the best choice. What do you do in this kind of situation?
Then what did they do? Yeah, the curling puzzles. Yeah.
This is food for thought here.
Yeah. It looks like the way they're indicating with the brooms, they want this to roll over, and it's better for it to roll too far than too short, because it'll end up behind the tee. But I think if they get this to roll over and sit in the button, that would be a pretty tough shot to move out of the way.
Seems to have some weight.
Trying to hold the line. That's going to hit. And that's going to roll, and it's going to roll over. Yeah, better too far than too short, so leaves nothing for Team Hertman to use.
Back 4, easy, easy.
Easy back 4. Still going to try to... I think they can still draw to the button. It's tough, but with the right weight, they can still get over there.
Yeah. Well, the risk with drawing is if it's wide and it's kind of sitting on the tee line a bit too wide, and you give another hit and roll there for Hungary. I think they're just trying to tap back the stones and put their whip one on the pin. That would change the initiative.
Trying to hold this one, needs to get around that guard. Splitting the guard wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing for them. It opens it up. All right. A little bit tight, but opens things up a little bit for... But that will also allow Team Hungary to kind of try to tap something on their yellow and move the red out of the way.
De hogy mind a kettő el fog menni, mert beszorul ide közé, ez elmegy erre, az elmegy arra. A 3 lesz. Az nem jó. Az nem jó. Én még ezt most nem mozgatnám meg, ezt a Balázs elüti a végén, akkor az simán kettőnk van. 3 van, mert az a kettőkő elmegy. Tegyük ide. Tegyük ide. Ide. Az megmarad, igen. Tegyük ide. Ide.
Looking at options here, lots of stones in play, not necessarily an obvious
Nem baj. Azt hiába
stone to
támadja.
throw at the moment, though. They already lie one in a strong position. They don't have the hammer. No, they do have the hammer. But that red is kind of locked in at the moment. If they
Vagy a biztos kettőért megpróbáltam most is, de ha itt találom el, akkor ezt kiüthetem vele.
I think they're looking at what is the worst case scenario if we miss.
Yeah.
If it catches that top yellow, then it will push the red. Could potentially hit their own yellow, move it too far, but it could also put them in a stronger position.
Yeah, all 4 players now down here looking at the situation because, I mean, this is crucial. This is a crucial moment in the game.
Yeah. No thinking clock in this tournament, so lots of time. Although they do have a constraint of the next match starting at a certain hour, so we're not going to have any 4-hour matches here. But this is a very important important decision.
Mozgassuk meg egy picit. Ez csak egy dó.
I'm also looking down at the other end of the ice just to make sure that we are on the correct stone. We are.
És nekem itt kell eltalálni.
And yeah, Team Hertman just waiting for Hungary to make a decision here. They know they are riding on
Ötös, 6-os.
that redstone there. That
Picit,
should become
igen, itt kell
shots
eltalálnom. Itt.
later down the scent.
Itt nózra.
They're looking at that red to tap the yellow, to tap the red. Possibly.
So decision has been made.
Now, if you're Hungary, would it necessarily be a bad thing to take only one on your hammer? I mean, obviously hammer efficiency, everybody wants 2 or more, but they already have a 1-point lead. It would give them a 2-point lead heading into the 7th end, potentially having hammer again in the 8th.
The thing is, if Hertman is able to steal here, they would tie the game and have the hammer in even ends. So that would force Hungary to score 2 or more points in the 7th end. Basically, that would be the tactical result.
There's the curl starting to slide over. Ooh, a very nice freeze there. I think that's good positioning for them.
Nie mamy dopnięcia teraz,
And
zablokowali
now it's
to.
thinking time for Team Poland.
Hertman's
Hertman.
got to decide. I mean, there's
ma
all of
którędy
this
za
rubble in
bardzo.
there. It's all at angles. It's nothing that's very
Odjazdu tu nie ma.
obvious that's going to move
A jak,
anything in
nawet jak to
their
uderzą,
favor.
to ten zostanie. Nic, nie ma szans się go pozbyć. Myślę, ale nie jest szansa, że ta dwójka tędy zupełnie przejdzie.
This is really a curling puzzle.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of those ends where I'm pretty sure the teams will rewatch the game
coś, to z lewej
and
właśnie.
say, okay,
Nie
we had a lot of
od środka,
options.
zobacz.
We made a decision. Was it the right decision?
praktycznie
Should we
przeniesienie
try
będzie.
something different? This is training material basically
Yeah,
for
it's-
both teams.
I was just going to say this is one of those ends where if you have it in a training match
Ale ja nie
where
jestem
you say,
pewien, zobaczcie,
okay, let me
jeśli-
throw this stone
patrzcie,
again. Let's put
jeżeli
this one
tą
there. Let's see
dwójką
what
nie
happens if it
wybijemy
hits
jedynki,
here,
to
or what happens if it hits there.
rozstaniemy. Ale Paweł, posłuchaj, jak to rozwalimy, i ta dwójka wyleci bokiem, to oni tu mają bicie po 4. Ale mam wrażenie, że w ogóle nie patrzą na to, co ja
they're
mówię.
having a bit
na
of a
tę opcję.
discussion. I can look at sheet C and see that
Jak my to uderzymy,
Team
szóstka leci
Raju
na
scored
pewno.
1 in
Dwójka
the
tu
5th.
zostanie. Być może nasza dwójka
Excuse me, 1
bokiem
in the
poleci.
6th. So
I
in the
będą mieli
7th,
tu
then Team
uderzenia.
Hananen is leading 7-6 over there over Team Raju. So very tight match over there, barn burner, if you will.
To nos. Zagrajmy nos. Nos. Zagrajmy nos, bo my musimy zostać. Musimy zostać. Dobra. Bomba tak. Tyle ci się podoba.
No decision so far. I think
Outster, no.
if we have curling experts
He's taking
watching,
his. I
Paweł.
was
Nie
he
od
saying
środka,
bomba?
Paweł. Znaczy w nos.
imagine throwing a
Szerzej
rocket in
pokazałem
this
trochę.
one.
No, we are stones ahead. 1 stone ahead. There's still 2 reds, so there we go.
Go.
Because that would not have made sense on a
Yeah,
on their last stone to throw a big weight in there, but I think we're gonna see some stones flying.
Tak. Wow, 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 wow. Tak. Wow, wow, wow. Tak.
Whoa!
Miłe.
Not as many flying around as we thought it was going to be.
No?
Erre
There's an
gondoltam.
expression in English: the sound and fury
Azt
signifying
kell
nothing.
megütni. Tak, 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 elmegy. És akkor
Lots
itt
of
fog
weight,
maradni. Nekünk elég,
couple of
hogyha ezt
things
telibe
moved.
találod.
Unfortunately,
De ott van
doesn't
az a
really
problémás
improve
kőpercre.
the standing for Team Hertman.
Telibe találod, akkor ez
Oh, maybe it does. There is
erről
kind of
lefelé
a
elmegy, és ott jók vagyunk.
tap, red onto yellow to tap that red back. So I think that's what Hungary is looking for. Can they clean this up? Can they protect it?
0. Nem. 2-9, mert sokat kell ütni. 2-9.
Yeah, I feel like they can move both of these reds and leave their shooter, so that would be possibly ideal for them. Try to make that difficult to use those yellows to tap that red one back.
Várj! Turi! Nem, vissza, Tamás! Tamás!
This one's over curling. It's going to catch that red guard up top. Taps the yellow
Okay.
or red onto the yellow.
Jak
It
my
doesn't move a lot, but it does
Tak,
change
tak.
a lot
To
of
jest to,
angles.
tylko
So it
to.
means
Nawet
back to
dwa
the
tutaj, nawet
thinking
oba.
table, I guess.
Oba.
Not
Tak, jak
necessarily.
coś,
I
to
see
za-
there's that pocket
Tak,
there.
jak coś, to
Run the
trochę
red
od
back
środka.
onto those
Ale
two
nos jest
yellows,
git.
and then suddenly Team
Pytanie,
Hertman's
z
sitting
którą
with
stroną
two.
to gramy, żeby linię dobrze dobrać. Ja wiem, tylko tu się boję, że spierdzieli.
I think that will be the
Ej, no, normal?
key for Hertman is to get those two yellows out of the
Ej,
way,
zagrajmy bombę, dobra, zagrajmy bombę tyle.
leave themselves
jak
sitting
coś
in a
możemy
shot
być za wąsko,
position and
więc tyle jest
forcing,
okej.
potentially forcing Hungary to only
bombę
take
czy
one
normal?
or steal.
Ej, bo nawet jak leciutko przekręcimy i na tego najpierw uderzymy, dlatego nie wiem, czy nie ma... Nie, okej, normal git.
Because even a nose hit on the red running it
No
back
chyba
onto that
szerzej.
shot yellow would
Okay.
leave red sitting at two with a guard
Normal.
over it. So important
Czyszczony?
stone. Good morning, Mats.
Good morning, Mats.
Welcome in.
Welcome in this
Marcin, bardzo
training,
blisko.
tactical training session here.
Yeah. Yeah, this end has been full of curling puzzles. What do you do with this? Very important stone for Hertman here, for Pavel.
Small update over on sheet A, by the way, where Dalla scored 1 point in the, is it the sixth end?
That is a 6, but that is actually Vareken who scored one.
Oh,
for there.
Vareken. Okay, I missed that.
This one's got a hold. And
Yellow
ooh,
is sitting shot, and then the question is, can they get a second one in there?
I think possibly. I think there's a potential double there, but the risk is will that
Mondjuk itt, érted, itt mondjuk megütöd ezt,
hit the yellow?
hogy ez
Ooh,
menjen.
there's a possibility.
Ez elmegy, az tuti, de mivel itt van ez nem fogja ezt elütni.
I think a nose hit on that
És hogyha
That
még el is
red
ütné, csak annyira ütné be, hogy rossz.
will get rid of both of those reds and leave possibly 3 for
De várjál már, hát
Hungary.
ezt elütöd, akkor 3. Ja, vagyok tényleg, hát sima 3.
slightly off on that run back angle, and unfortunately it leaves
Ez egy sima dupla, Balázs.
Hungary in a strong position. And actually, if they're able to nose hit this red, they could potentially score 4 here.
Mindenképpen erős legyen! Nem baj, ha elveszítjük, csak találjuk el itt! Ez az oldal nem fordult annyira, ugye? És nem lehet szűk, mert ezt nem találhatjuk el. Hogy ez?
I believe this one's going to have some weight behind it. They want to get things moving, trying to hold the line.
Seven! 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 Seven!
Immediately calling for the sweep, really trying to hold this line.
Seven! Okay.
Ooh, catches that top yellow. and
1 yellow.
1 yellow. I think that's a big escape for Hertman there.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they were potentially looking at a 3 or a 4 against, and only giving up 1 is going to give them the hammer in the 7th, trying to score multiple to get out in the lead. Yeah, Mats, this one has been exciting. It's been really back and forth. Good play from both sides. Yeah, lots of Hungary has been able to put pressure on Hertman in every end, and yeah, you can see it in the score.
Maybe while we're waiting, a quick update on the other matches going on.
So we see a blank in the 7th end over on sheet C. So Raju against, or let's see, Team Harinen is leading Raju 7-6 over there. 1 in the 6th for Team Vareka, so they lead it 4-3 in the 7th end over Team Dalla. As Tomasz starts things off here in the 7th for Team Hungary, they lead it 5-3 over Team Hertman. Oh yes, that last stone especially. Yes, yeah. But the last few stones in that previous end were were pretty exciting, I think. This one is going to just creep into the house, or I guess a little bit more than creep, but biting the 8-foot.
Hey, prostuj! Prostuj!
Yeah, so we remember,
Prostuj!
and
Okay,
number
dva.
6 was very tactical.
Sám.
I'm curious to know how the skips experienced that end afterwards.
Nebylo 2.
Yeah, we'll definitely be asking about that end.
Yeah, right after this game, we'll try to get the skip of the winning team over in our interview booth, and John will ask some very tough questions. Like, what's your favorite food?
Do you think I'm handsome? Does this shirt make me look fat? Why is the sky blue? Trying to curl this second one in behind. It's gonna get on the. There it goes. A little bit of an extra curl at the end. Forgetting to unmute skips.
Tak! 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 Max! Obaj Max! Max! Cały czas! Cały czas! Cały czas! Cały czas!
Now that one will. The yellow. They're gonna sweep that one out.
Mamy
No, not
12.
all the way. A little bit light. And leaves a guard over that yellow on the button.
Három, ház közeli három.
Gonna throw up a guard over top. And I think in this situation, Hungary will be looking to try to protect that one. Steal a one here would be good. Leaves them up, put them up 3 going into the last.
Oh, Anyas, oh.
But I think Hertman's going to do everything in their power to not allow them to steal. They're going to want to try to get 2 or 3 of their own.
Gyönyörű.
Just a little bit of an overcurl at the end there. Oops. But covering up enough, I think they're just going to try to get rid of it.
Tak! 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 Max! Max! Musisz! Obaj musicie!
Oh, and doubles out that back one, so at least clears up some extra yellows.
Ugyanez.
Shooter does roll over, sitting as a center guard, but not overlapping that other red. So Hungary is going to put another guard up over top.
Irány jó. Akkor söpört, 3 kell. Söpört, 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 söpört. Söpört. Végig.
Make sure this one gets down there.
Végig kell hozni, végig.
They need to
végig,
végig.
végig, 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 végig. Még, 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 még. Még, 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 még. Szép.
Yeah, I was
There
trying to say good morning to the Hungarian fans.
Jeszcze raz
I
ścimy albo
I
backline!
even asked the Hungarian team, how do you say good morning? And it was, I think it was Joraket or something like that.
I think
To
so.
może
But
chodź z tu!
forgot about that, and now it's already
nie
Now
mam
it's
open jasne.
now it's afternoon and it's not applicable anymore.
Raczej
We should have
backline.
that. What is hello?
Backline ze
What is
stejem
welcome?
tu!
yeah.
So that's a really well-placed stone there from Hungary. Just a little bit over the nose, so it takes away that straight run back. Would have to play things at an angle, so Hertman opting to try to come in behind.
Miejsce! Wow, wow, wow! Wow, tak, tak! Tak, siła! Jedź!
So it
Seems
feels
light.
a bit light. Yep.
Jedź! Max!
Going to catch that yellow. Well, it sets up that straight run back again. But there is a double there.
Széles nem jó, mert leütöm a sajátomat. Itt kell eltalálni.
Possible double.
Erős,
For
erős.
Team Hungary.
Erős lesz. Balázs, Balázs!
Runs
What?
off that yellow, or the red, excuse me. Takes away some of the danger.
Ewentualnie tu możemy 2 czyścić. Okej? Z rolem tu nic nam nie da, ale... Tu chcemy...
Needs to be just outside the left edge of the nose. Could potentially double these outs.
Tak! 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 Max!
Sweeping hard.
Well,
This is going to be on the
back,
nose.
back!
Maybe he's a little bit inside.
Tak! Jest tego.
Nope. Hashtag John's wrong. Gets it moving, but not quite far enough. Yellow's still lying shot, but now there's nothing on the pin, nothing on the button.
Én meg lehet próbálni felütni.
Lots of
Hát ha
space
be,
to
akkor
work
inkább
with
onnan
here.
be. Ezt ki lehet ütni? Hát ezt nem nagyon lehet kiütni. Nincs az
Yeah, at least that Yellowstone sitting on the pin is now cleared, so that was something they had to deal with at some point during the ends.
Yep. Yeah, but that yellow one's not exactly safe because Hertman can run it back and then suddenly they would be lying 3 in the house. So Hungary is going to not rely on that one as it is also behind the T line. They're going to try to draw something else in behind these reds,
Az övé a második
using their
csapat
yellow
bent,
guard
de
as
hogyha
cover.
rájutnak és
Yeah.
valamit
Yeah, as the team
elcsesznek,
trying to steal here, and I don't know if they're actually trying to steal with a 2-point lead, but still they can
azon az egyikon balra,
use those
innen
center
bemegy,
guards not having the hammer to try and bury something close to the pin, putting pressure on team Hertman. Basically, if team Hertman only scores 1,
Sweeper's got to work this one. It's going to start to curl really soon.
Sömör, Bizi, sömör!
Crashes on that red. Kind of closes out the draw path on
Yep.
that side.
Ta
Well,
sama
not
siła
necessarily.
co,
There's
tak.
still quite a lot of room over
there's room,
there.
yeah.
Trochę
as I was
musimy
saying-
przekręcić, ale też od tej strony grajmy.
If they can keep Team Hertman from scoring more than 2 points, even 1 is fine, 2 is fine, they could move into the last end with the hammer and a point advantage or a tie, which in both cases is something
Tak?
that is good.
Wow! Tak! Tak! Tak!
This one's going to over curl, I think. Trying to
Wow, wow,
hold
wow,
that
wow,
line.
wow, wow.
Well, it's going to open things,
Długo zajęło, jak
open
ja
it up,
krzyczałem
but
w
does
szopę,
put another
zanim
red in the
przegadaliście
house.
i zanim
So
wróciliście.
That red
Hát
could
már
be
mindig ez
important
olyan, de
later.
már 3 van bent.
yeah, discussion now for Hungary. What did they do with this stone?
Szanál ide!
They are lying shot with that yellow in the back there, but as it's behind the T line, it's not something you often want to try to protect or waste stones trying to protect.
Yeah,
They're going to come down and
Még egy
discuss
második
this.
legjobbat.
So while they're discussing this, you see
Yeah,
an
as
update
it-
over
as
on
it-
sheet
as it
A.
says,
Team
open
Dallas
that,
scored
that's not
1 in the 7th, so they are all tied up at 4 over there as they head into the 8th end. Real barn burner over there. See a a blank in the 7th.
Ide is dobhatsz.
So that's going to give Hananen the hammer with a 7-6 lead over Raju over on sheet
Benne,
C.
igen.
So
Igen.
real exciting stuff over there.
Persze, simán benne van. Ide.
Here on sheet B, the broadcast sheet, we've got Hertman and Hungary locked in a pretty good battle. Hungary currently leading 5-3 sitting shot, but that shot is exposed. Hertman with second and third shot in the house. So Hungary is going to try to do something to protect this shot stone or get something that's going to be difficult for Hertman to score multiple points.
Irányó. Várj. Várj. Hanyas. Süvet. Hanyas. Várj. Várj. Süvet. 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 Süvet.
Starts to curl. Can they get it in a shot position? Needs to curl behind the red stone.
There it goes.
Nagyon szép.
Slightly hard would have been
Tylko
excellent.
wiesz co?
Now it's still exposed for Team
Musimy
Hertman to
naprawdę
take it out.
małego
Roll
rola,
to the
nie
side
możemy za
there.
dużo, żeby tego mieć cały czas dostęp.
Can't blame the sweepers.
Ale
They
jak
were
tu
doing their
zagramy, to
very
nie
best to
będzie
get it as deep
To
as
jest
possible.
najlepiej.
Yep.
Zagrajmy tutaj barierem. Tak, tak, jak
Pavel
najbliżej
Hertman
nosa,
looking to
tak.
see, is there a possibility to run and get that
Tak, tyle.
double out? But I think
Nawet
they're
nie
just
wiem,
going to
czy
try to
więcej,
play,
daj
roll
więcej.
this one over,
Nie bój się szczoty, lepiej za dużo szczoty niż za mało.
try to make sure that that yellow in the back stays exposed.
Barier, jak najbliżej nosa chcemy trafić, żeby nie odskoczyć za bardzo.
Board weights
Nie wiem, czy nie więcej linii.
on this one.
U Pawła tyle nie było, ale... Dobra. Tak! Tak! Max!
Really want this one. Max power on the sweep.
Dawaj! Max!
Oh, catches the red. Moves the yellow, but moves the yellow into shot position.
Teszel egyet és kész.
And that is
Akkor hármunk van.
behind all of that rubble. That is going to be very difficult, if not impossible, to move for Team Hertman. So
Yeah, you can see Powell kind of shaking his head. This is not really what we hoped for.
Keepers hot. Keepers hot. Irányó.
So Balash
Várj,
with
várj, 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 várj.
his team's last stone here in the 7th.
Várj. Dong.
Trying to get this one to curl over, make sure it
Süvet,
doesn't catch
süvet.
that red
Hanyas.
guard.
Ho, hanyas.
Able to
Hanyas
take
kell.
away this draw
Süvet,
path.
Süvet.
Look at that curl. Can they get it deep? Can they get it behind the guards on the pin?
No, but
Nope.
they are sitting in a spot where,
They're sitting 3 and they're kind of forcing Pavel to...
well, they're looking to
Czekaj,
see
daj
it.
się zasnąć.
Not sure if it's 3, it's tight, but
Myślę, że ich...
Well,
what options do they have?
yeah. I mean, the draw is not there anymore, and
No
nose
tak,
hit
ale
will,
jak tu się
will
nie
also not
brolujemy
work. There
trochę, to
is a
tam ta
double
piątka
if they
może
hit it
być
with the
lepsza.
right angle, and then as the question is if they double it out, you can assume the shooter will roll out, and then the question is who is sitting third right
Ale
now,
to
because
chyba
that
softem
stone
by
will
trzeba było, trochę
become
mocniej niż
the shot
teraz.
stone.
Yep.
No. Jak najbliżej tego przejść. Jak najbliżej garda. O, nawet z lekkim zapasem. Tyle soft, tyle soft. Ciut więcej, tak, daj.
Yeah, the good thing for Team Hungary is they can kind of sit back and
Okay.
relax and watch how this plays out. I mean, they've done their job. The pressure's on. 3 yellow stones sitting there in the 8 foot. And
Yeah.
Tak, pokaż
And
linię.
I think at best, Team Hertman can score one, and that would be an ideal situation for Hungary.
Yeah.
1 point lead with the hammer going into the last end.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the conclusion. No matter how this turns out to be, if they only can score one, it's always a good result for Team Hungary here.
Tak, tak! Tak!
Is one going to be a bit too wide, or will that catch that yellow catch?
It does. It does. Excellent performance here from Pavel. And then the question is, who's shot right now? Can they tell? Can we see from this angle? I'm not sure if the players know.
They're looking at it. I think
They're
we're
looking
gonna
at
have a measure.
I'm pretty sure we're going to have to measure this. And Pavel is going back to get the measuring device, the high-tech thing. No infrared super camera stuff right now to kind of know the position of the stones. This is just classic device here. But it is exciting. And this is important. It comes down to details, but they really need this stone to be shot. Hertman really needs this point. A point is not good enough to tie, but yeah, they really want to avoid having Hungary extend their lead to 3 points here.
Yeah. Yep. You don't want to be down 3. Down 1 with the steal is possibly a lot better than being down 3 with the hammer.
With slightly touching.
Looks like the 80.
I think it's red. This is not touching, so I think it's red.
It's so hard to say, and now there's a leg in the way.
It's red,
It
confirmed by... they're gonna double check again. I think it's red. I think we saw the needle move against the red stone, and it didn't move against the yellow stone, so red confirmed, and that's a very important stone here for Team Hertman. They can wipe away the sweat on their foreheads. It's still a good result, of course, for Team Hungary, because it feels like a win of 1 point, but it's also kind of a little victory for Team Hungary to avoid Hertman scoring multiple points on this very important hammer end here.
Yeah, it gives Hungary a 1 point lead, but most importantly, the hammer in the 8s. So that was a very, very good stone from Pavel Hertman, but an excellent end there from Hungary. They've been putting a lot of pressure on Hertman, and it's just kind of stayed that way the whole time.
Such an exciting game here. I mean, the tension is real. And there's just one final question. Team Hertman, they have the legendary reputation to be the comeback team, and can they follow through? Can they establish their feared reputation here?
Wow, już przekręci, już łapie. Okej, jeden, przekręci, jeden. Wow.
Trying to hold this one on the center line, just curls over a little bit. So Hungary again, just going to throw stones into the house. We have a final over on sheet C. Hananen scored 1 in the 8th, so they beat Team Raju 8-6.
8-6. So Hananen is basically winning 3 games in a row, and I think that will probably secure their spot in the knockouts.
Yes, that guarantees them a spot in the knockouts. This one's going to come up short of the house, but stays on the center line, so that is a tick rule violation potential.
I think in case of ties, the tiebreaker would be the head-to-head result.
I believe so.
I think in a round robin that's easy, and in case of a tie, but we didn't have any ties. So I don't think tie is possible. They would just
they
have
play
an extra hand.
Yep, they play extra ends. A little bit wide.
Piotrek, szeroki.
Trying to curl that over.
Jedź, super idzie, dawaj! Dawaj, Max! Jedź.
Oh, that's a
Excellent
good
stuff.
finish. That's a good
Dużo
finish.
ręki,
Good
dużo
sweeping there.
Sprinteljük el, 9-es kő.
So the lead of Team Hertman, he's off the hook and he has delivered his guard and then a stone behind the guard. So mission comeback is started off strong here.
Underway, yep.
Csöven!
His job is not completely done with. He does have to sweep the final 6 stones.
Yes.
And I think the sweepers are going to play a big part in these this last end.
Csöven! Ho!
Now gets around, taps their own stone back onto the red, but now it's pushing that one on the button.
Yeah, little miss there,
So-
and that's something that Team Hertman can use. They can do a little hit and roll, or they can add a stone like in between, get it in line there.
Yeah, I think they're going for the hit and roll here. Get rid of the yellow. Don't let them have anything to use.
Oh! Tak! Tak!
Oh, gotta hold this one.
Max!
Gonna get around the guard, but is it gonna get that hit?
Max!
Finding the roll there.
Oh,
Spoko,
gets
to
the
nie był barier,
hit.
to był hak, Max!
This is interesting because now they have a shot stone before the T line.
Normál!
But yeah, that yellow is they're able to run that yellow back and potentially double those reds out. So a nose hit with some good weight, and both of those reds are gone. Henry Chen, welcome. He's a Team Hananen fan.
Yeah, if you're a Hananen fan, you should stick around because the next stream will be Team Hananen against Team Dalle on stream. Look at that run back, and
Ooh.
almost a double take out.
Very good stone there, but I think that's going to help out. It does leave it open, so we see Pavel saying, "Hey, hit and roll. Let's roll this one underneath.
Yeah.
Use those guards."
He executed on his hit and roll before. Now he needs to do it again, but over on the other side of the sheet.
Whoa! Nigdy!
This one feels a little bit wide. I don't think they're going to get the rollover on this one that they need. Maybe he rolls
yes.
wide.
Jedź! Nie mam czasu.
But I think that's a pretty long double, so not a total disaster. Yeah, it looks
No, but I think
Gary is just going to try to run.
he did want it to roll. It's so important. They're trailing. They need the points. They need to kind of put on the pressure. So it's, I mean, it's not the worst. But at this stage, so late in the game, they really just want to execute on those stones, those important stones.
This one's going to be a little bit outside, so it's going to... going to run that yellow back onto that red. Okay, did not see that happening, but there it is.
And another attempt to hit and roll here.
Yep.
Things are still looking okay for Team Hertman. They are only trailing by 1 point, so it is possible.
But without the hammer,
Without the hammer,
they
it's
have to set up these two early and then protect them.
yeah, this is why these hit and rolls are super important.
Tak! Oh! Tak! Tak!
Calls him off and then back out again.
Oh! Tak! Tak!
Yes, no, maybe. What do you want me to do?
It finds a
Extra.
roll. Extra.
Oh,
Extra.
Very good stone.
Very good
there.
stone. I think you can click that. This is a potential shot of the match, not only because it's so hard, so well executed, but at this stage of the game, so crucial to have those two shot stones with a guard in front of it. So, yeah. Team
Yeah.
Hungary, they're not safe home yet. They have to fight to bring this victory home.
Yeah. Now, is there a potential triple here?
Well,
If we look at the way they're lined up, it just a slight off the nose on the left side could send all these three away.
yeah, but even
But I think they just want to try to get rid of
Yeah.
as many as they can and run
lose
back.
lose the guard, and if they can catch one of those stones in a 4-foot, That will turn things in their favor again.
So it's gonna catch just outside of the nose and catches that right.
Yes,
in
and
the
this is
middle there.
exactly what they needed. I mean, they still have a guard, but they at
Yeah.
least take away
Lecimy.
the Polish guard and the Polish shot stone. So now it's up to Pavel to draw one behind the guard, make use of that guard. This is
No
Miejsce,
karma for
miejsce,
sheet
miejsce,
A.
miejsce.
They did
Whoa!
not post. The match is
Whoa,
over, but they did
miejsce!
not post the final score.
we are left in the dark.
Jedź! Jedź,
Starts to
wszystko!
curl.
Wszystko,
To get
jedź,
over,
musi!
needs to get
Dawaj,
over, trying to
no.
sweep this to get it as curl as much as
Jedź, jedź,
possible.
Oh my
jedź,
god,
jedź.
this is an
There
extra
we
stone.
go.
Extra, and what a great way to throw your last two stones in the last end here for Pavel. He could save his team here with those two stones.
Yep.
I would say not just great stones, legendary stones, if you want to kind of reintroduce that kind of the legend of the comeback team here. You can feel it's becoming quiet down there on the ring. There's
Both matches, the other matches have ended. This is the last one.
no more fun and games. It's money time for both teams. Trying to do this run back again like did it before.
Oh, gets rid of it. Gets rid of that red,
Yeah,
but
I think it clears the danger. Of course, they leave a guard, so it's up to Pavel to
yeah, they're gonna try to take advantage. Throw another one in there. This one
14-7.
just needs to be between the yellow and the red, biting the 8-foot. Maybe about halfway into the, half a stone into the 8-foot would be ideal,
yeah.
with possibly a little bit of an offset so that there's not that straight run back opportunity.
Yeah, an important draw here. I mean, good job from Team Hungary to execute on those runbacks twice in a row. Just clear the guard and take away those stones on the pin, or stones in the 4-foot. Yeah. The level of execution is very high in this last end here. And an important draw. He left the draw short in the first game against Hanenen to tie the game.
Jak coś, Marcin!
This one looks like
Jak
it
coś,
has the
Marcin!
weight.
Trzeba
It's gonna
wciągać
start to
zaraz!
curl.
We know it
Wciągaj,
will curl
Max!
once it's slow.
Wciągaj, szeroki, wciągaj!
Finds the curl.
It needs to be on top of that other one. Oh,
Beautiful.
Tetsti?
But
great stone there.
Mit szólsz ehhez?
But they are close, so
Kis teppés
the
itt
right
valaki.
angle of a run back could get rid of both of them.
yeah, there's you can always say something
that is
about
such
those
a
stones.
long run back too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Hát
so I
ezt
see.
szóltam.
Yeah, where they're setting up the broom, they're not going for the run back. They are going for a draw here.
I mean,
A freeze up against the shot red would take out that back
Yeah.
one. So
Akkor csere!
3 more stones and I can't tell who's gonna win this game.
needs to curl over. There it goes.
Needs to
Trying
find
sweep
curl.
it. This one's going to be a corner freeze. A little bit of a tap.
That might expose it.
Oh no!
They
Yeah, I
didn't want to
think
tap because with a little bit of
Okay.
hack weight, maybe they can
A,
tap the inside of the yellow stone and then who knows, clear the yellow stone and have a third one in there.
Yeah. However,
aha,
That will leave the situation
would
with a
leave-
draw for one, but
tyle jest git.
and that's what Hungary can. It's their advantage to have the draw for one. But
yeah, but at least they have to
Ale
do a
mus-
very difficult draw because
Musimy
the stones of
przekręcić, tak.
of Team Hertman will be in the 4-foot. It
No ale nos z
has to
tyłu
be a nearly
wyjmuje.
perfect draw.
Okej, no lepiej tak, lepiej nos niż nic. Idealnie przekręcić.
Last stone for Team Hertman.
Na hak chyba trochę szerzej, no. Okej.
full focus here with Pavel. Can he save his team?
Up. Oh, oh.
This one needs to get over, at the very worst, on the nose. At the very least, on the nose. They want to make sure this one gets away. There it goes.
Will it curl enough? Will it curl enough? It does.
Yes, and it taps back, so...
Excellent stone. Excellent stone. They couldn't do any better, I guess. This is at least they have a shot at
And
tying or winning the game.
I like this because it narrows down the area of the button.
Yeah, like remember, even a tie is good because that will give them an extra end.
Yeah. We could have extra curling here. Exciting stuff.
And again, thinking time here. It all comes down to the last stone, and this is exactly...
However, there's a double here. But will that red jam on the yellow in the back? That's the key. It's like they can double these out, but what will be the angle of that top red coming out? They seem to think that it'll go over the top of that yellow in the back. That's all they need.
I think I overheard them say take it out, so they might go for a double takeout here.
They're able to get rid of both. They'll win. If only one, then we'll be heading to an extra end.
Yeah, that's a tricky thing. I don't think they will be super happy with just 1 point because they had the advantage in the second half of the game, but then still a possibility to double them out and secure the victory.
Yeah, and the extra end would be an advantage for Hungary because they would have a hammer in that extra end. So.
Yeah, but then again, I think you have a moral advantage for Hertman to kind of...
Oh, they're gonna... There's the... Oh, but it jams.
And it jams. It's one for Team Hertman, and we will have an extra end here.
So it definitely came down to the final stone of the 8th end, and guess what? We get a 9th end. So we're gonna come down even more. It's gonna come down to even 16 more stones. Each team getting a crack at it. Team Hertman fighting back from being, down 4-2 at one point. A steal, big steal. There's the helicopter warming the broom up for the last end.
Yeah, let's get that broom ready for this important final end. The comeback legends.
So
they were facing a 2-point gap. They scored 1 in the 7th. They stole in the 8th. They have an extra end here. They don't have the hammer. But they have the moral advantage, I think, forcing an extra end here.
Not moral, motivational,
Yeah.
emotional.
Emotional, yeah.
Moral would indicate that they've done something right or wrong.
O, szeroki, wow, musi wrócić! Jak możesz to wow, jest szeroki! Wow! Wow! Teraz, jedź!
Trying to get this one to curl over.
Wszystko!
It's not going to get onto the center line.
Dawaj na centera,
There it
tylko to.
goes.
Needs to touch that center line. It
extra.
does.
16-2.
Perfect center guard here. Textbook.
Hatos.
Team Hungary looking for their first win in the tournament.
Jó, kicsit szűkebb.
Team Hertman looking to secure their spot in the knockouts.
Várj, hanyas, hanyas. Várj.
Yukidom giving Team Hertman some cheers.
Eljön.
It's exciting stuff. Hope you guys are enjoying this as much as we
Nem
are.
baj, ez a jobb.
That one's
Okay.
going to go a little bit deep. It will stay in the house, but way in the back. That's probably one of the rare misses for the lead from Team Hungary. He's
Yeah.
been playing a pretty solid match, getting his stones out where they needed to be.
Okej. O. Na pewno jeden,
Teams
tylko
have already been
jeden.
on the ice
Tylko
for
jeden.
over
Jak
2.5
to, Paweł?
hours.
Yeah, we started
Two
stream
more-
at
yeah.
10.
2 more
Paweł,
matches
wciągaj na centera.
to go after this
Center.
one, so
Okej. Okej. 12,
Double
4.
guard set up here.
Szűkebb. A söpör. Várj, hely van. Söpör. Söpör.
this one's got to make sure they get it around that guard. They don't want to tap it off the center line.
Closing the
That
first guard. Tapping the second.
does tap, but
Okay,
not
okay.
enough to move it off the center line, so the tick rule is not applied.
I think this is the hidden roll option here for...
Bo jak wiedziemy, to oni mają tu jakieś
Hertman.
bicie.
Are they considering a draw?
Yep, it was a question, but no,
Oh,
going for the
Fire.
board weight. Maybe light board for the hit and roll.
O, o, o! Nigdy! Nigdy,
Yeah, with
zaraz
two
Paweł,
very
ale
good stones in the
czekaj
8th to
jeszcze.
help set up the
Zaraz,
this
tak,
extra
jedź Paweł!
end.
Max! Max!
Needs to
Max!
curl
Max,
over a
roluj,
bit.
roluj, 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 jedź!
Gets over some, but
Teraz się
not
Not
enough. Not enough to roll under guard. So
Yeah.
now
Kontroll.
in Hungary saying, "Hey, Yorgi, you put it. You do the same. You do what they were trying to do."
Balázs.
3-4 line. I think they wanted to curl more.
That's just gonna tick it. It does come out the other side. Stays on the tee.
Ej, tak.
Yeah, just gonna try to draw this one in behind those guards.
Najgorzej, że oni tu będą mieli płaskiego rola. Nie wiem, czy nie lepiej by było zagrać naszym tego rola. Nie
Potentially
wiem, czy
looking at their
Zatilaj
own
będzie.
hit and roll
Okej,
here.
musi być
Hit and roll off
przed
their own, but no, deciding just gonna go
Czekaj.
for the straight draw.
Okej. Okej. Linia! Linia! Ej, tylko siła! Tylko siła! Gaśnie! Jedź! Linia! Jedź! Musisz, dawaj! Po co ten zmiana? Dawaj,
This one
siła!
deep. There it goes.
Przepraszam. Sorry.
And that's gonna be right there
Excellent.
on the pin.
Look at that. So far, Hertman, their setup is super strong. There is a little bit of a double potential because they have that second stone there in the 8 foot, but still,
A freeze is
Potential
jó
steal
nekem.
is there.
9-es, inkább 9-es.
Yeah, the risk with that double is it would hit on the back side of the red, so might not actually the red that's on the pin, so it might not actually be able to move it out of the way.
Hanyas!
They're going to opt, I think, for a corner freeze
Most a
here.
cserével jöhet. Szélesen vagyunk, fordulnia kéne. Akkor nem kell.
Neither team needs a big end. One is enough for both of them.
yeah, it just comes down to winning this end here.
Set it up, win the ends. This one's going to
Okay.
tap and roll over.
Hak!
Yellow is exposed.
So that's a hit and roll here.
Right
Adding
now,
stones.
Hertman looking to be in the driver's
Dog.
seat.
Yeah, they're looking strong here. John is taking notes. Really looking forward to that interview, post-game interview with the skip of the winning team. Know how
Linia! Wow,
they experienced this thriller of a game.
Wow, Blisko! Nie! Piotrek, blisko! Tak! Linia! Linia!
Wants to hold the line. This one's going to start to curl just before there. There it goes.
Tak! Wszystko! Wszystko!
Oh, wow. Wow.
Beautiful
What
shot,
a
and it
stone.
freezes.
That is incredible. That is
Potential shot of the match again.
Erősen kell. Itt nem fordultam rá, amikor erős voltam, ugye? Itt az kizárdok, hogy leforduljon róla, mindig
Pavel
széles maradtam, és nem jöttem rá.
really throwing big stones, and then last two wins crucial stones here.
Ide mutassam, át kell fordulnom ide erre
He
az
can be
oldalra.
very happy. You can see the excitement on his face. All right.
So some weight here. They can potentially move some of those reds out of the way, put a yellow in a spot to score.
Yep.
And that's one thing they need to do. They first things first, move these reds out of the way.
Csönd! 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 Ho! Csönd! 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 Csönd!
Coming down with some weight, needs to catch it. Gets rid of two of them.
Nasz! Na
Yellow
zewnątrz
is a
rób!
little bit exposed, or is not a little bit, is exposed, and it's behind the reds. So I think Hertman's going to just try get rid of this red, roll it away. That red one sitting shot is
Jak
fairly
wjedziemy,
well
to nie
protected.
wjedziemy na drugiego i tak. Nic nam to nie da. Chodźcie!
Nope. Calling for his vice to come down and take a look, or calling for the whole team to come down and take a look.
Yep. Yes.
Dostawiać nie ma co.
Thinking time. This has been such a tactical game. A lot of these puzzling situations and important ones. Like, what
Okej,
do you do
okej,
right
faktycznie,
here?
nie ma co bić. Nie, tak, nie ma co bić. Dobra, guard, okej.
A guard could work.
Ale zobacz, jak on tutaj, nawet jak puknie dosyć szeroko, no, zostawmy tego. Ale z tej strony jest nam w stanie tu wypchnąć, z tej strony nie wierzę.
Yeah, is it necessary to take out
Tak,
that
tylko
yellow? I
uważajcie,
don't
bo
think
mega
I
so.
don't think so.
Złapać.
Like, as long as they can guard it, that could work.
Yep.
No, optymalnie. Nie, grajmy tak szeroko, tylko uważajcie. Tak.
Yeah, anywhere up that side so they can't get to it from there. Coming from the other side, yeah, that yellow kind of acts as backing for the red, so you're not really able to tap it out of the way.
Optymalnie 2.
Optimal. Is that a kind of an indication of weight?
Że co, że jeszcze więcej?
Could be saying, indicating where
O,
they
tyle
want
jest
it. The
okej.
optimal
Myślę,
is
że
this,
złapie dużo rotacji.
whatever zone they're pointing to.
Now we can see Tom Goethals in the background sitting on the benches. He wants to experience this game as close to the eyes as possible.
Okej.
Looks like he's
Czekaj, musi
Texting
wrócić!
somebody.
Wow! Musi złapać! Bardzo szeroki!
all the teams that are finished are watching eating lunch, watching
Wow!
how this match
Teraz,
unfolds.
jest, Max, zobacz!
This needs to curl a lot if they want this to be a good guard.
Stayed outside. It's very wide.
Niepotrzebnie go prostowaliście
Okay,
na
and
flank.
again, I think Hungary, they wanted to,
There is a gap there.
yeah,
Picit
Are they looking
balról
to-
a gárdot azért.
find a gap here.
Kicsit bejebb jöjjünk. Mert csak el kell hozni mellette, hosszabb lehet. Ha elhoztuk a gárd mellett, akkor már fordul, és akkor már tol. 9-10.
Hertman's still looking strong. That there is a gap, but this with the curl, depending on what kind of weight they throw.
Ez a jég. Az enyémet ott lehet tartani, mert én nekem van rajta turn.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably going to go something a little about hack weights. Needs us to curl around those guards. Needs to tap the red. The yellows could be exposed after this, though. Yeah, it looks like backline is what he was indicating with his broom.
I forgot that we kind of have a permanent eye on the sheet because the TV is turned on.
Yeah.
Full concentration, maximum concentration, optimal concentration.
Calling him off. Trying to get this to close. Well,
This
now
might
it's
overcurl him. This might overcurl him. Doesn't have that much margin.
no, that's going to catch that guard. And you definitely want to make sure that one rolls off to the side. They don't want to leave anything there.
Trochę węziej, tyle dajmy.
A little bit tight on that one. Opens things up. So Hertman going to just throw another guard in there. Cover up that.
Albo tu, nie stawiajmy ich
Hertman
razem.
is trying to steal their victory right here.
Yeah, this would be a
Nie, węziej,
keystone
na pewno
here.
węziej, Paweł. No to
Skip
daj
time.
węziej.
Money time.
trochę.
If they manage to put a good guard,
Paweł, na pewno.
they
Na
are
pewno.
very close to winning this game. And this could be a second consecutive steal. A steal in the extra end.
Teraz jak chcecie,
An
możecie
important,
pistola, nie?
hard way to fight back.
Come sealing their, clinching the, or confirming their title of being
Yeah,
the
yeah.
comeback
Wczesne
kids.
jeden albo późne dwa.
Well,
And they're not necessarily kids, but
No.
I'm 50 years old, so they're kids to me. Also, comeback adults just doesn't
Prostuj, prostuj,
No, right.
prostuj!
Gotta go for the
Prostuj!
alliteration.
Jeden! Jeden! Wow! Wow!
Needs this one to curl over. The weight looks good.
looks fine. It cannot sweep. It
that's
needs to
the
stop
other
right
one.
there. Perfect guard. Does the trick. Excellent stone here.
Yep.
Well executed. He is
He's
smiling.
got a smile on his face.
He's smiling.
Yeah.
He knows the window of opportunity is closing for Hungary. They need to take it out. There is still, yeah.
Look, there's a potential run at this. Getting rid of this. It's a long run back.
Yeah,
This would
that's-
definitely be.
I don't
Shot
really
of
see how
match
they could do
material.
a run back here, just kind of slamming in another red one.
Oh!
Well, a run back on a nose.
Yeah, I think it's just better to.
Clear it up.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, and it.
And who's setting shot? I think yellow's setting
Yellow's
shots.
now sitting shot. Whoa.
But yellow, I mean, they can just take yellow out. They can just do a hit and roll on their red stone. Have two stones in the house. Take out yellow.
Yep. Yep. I think they
And
have
what
to.
I wouldn't want to call it a nightmare right now, but this is looking very worrying for Team Hungary at this point.
Tego troszkę w
What happened
prawo,
there? Did they
wypchnąć
foresee
tego, aby
this?
się zrolować.
I don't think so. That was not an obvious call. I think it just
Od tej strony, ale trochę
Yeah, it just
przekręćmy,
didn't curl
żeby ten
enough,
poleciał
hit it
na bok, żeby nie
outside
mieli od
and-
niego rola, a
and-
my trochę tu się skitramy.
tapped that red one in. So
Things look pretty scary now for Team Hungary. They were so close to winning this game. They had a 2-point lead. They started the 8th end with a 1-point lead and a hammer.
yeah. Now
But
they're
they couldn't avoid Hertman from stealing. They tried a double take out. They only took out one. Hertman stole the 8th end, forced their way into an extra end, and now are sitting extremely strong. They're looking at the time here. Yeah, Hertman is sitting extremely strong to steal this one.
Najlepiej
He basically just
minimalnie lewo od nosa, żeby ten troszkę tutaj go
small
wypchnął.
off center, off nose takeout on that red one. Should take out
Ale
yellow
jak się zrolujemy, to by było lepiej chyba.
have 3 red stones. Then the only question is how open will the gap be? Because it doesn't matter if you
Ale
have 3
czekajcie,
stones.
rozstawmy się, chcemy, żeby ta
If they have a clear
jedynka
dropout
pikowała
here,
czy lekki roll
then
tu.
it's just a matter of drawing for a victory for Team Hungary. So that's the only angle they have to try and avoid. Maybe they want their shooter to stay.
Tyle, tyle.
That's what they're looking at. It's like they're trying to see where can we get this shooter to roll
Moja
over.
bomba,
If
tyle.
they hit on the inside part of this nose, it will roll over, stay on top of the
Zobaczę jeszcze
above the
salka,
T line.
No, okej.
Take away that draw from that side. There is a draw up the right side for Team Hungary, but yeah, they're going to try to do what they can. They can't block everything. They cannot cover everything, so they're just going to try to make sure they get rid of this yellow. That's the
No, tutaj
important
by
part.
było łatwiej. No,
Yeah, wants to come from the other side.
tak, tak.
crucial
Tak,
last
jest git.
stone.
Vital.
Tak.
They get rid of this
Tyle
yellow.
wybić tego z tyłu.
If the yellow doesn't move or is still sitting shot, then Hungary just gets to throw their last stone away and win the match.
O, wow, 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 wow.
Calls them off.
And now it is a draw for 1. The way their stone is kind of touching the front of the forefoot is I don't think hit and roll is possible. I think hit and roll is too risky. I think it's just
No.
drawing for 1. Good thing is that backing stone
Oh.
is it going to be
No,
sufficient?
backing's not enough.
No, I think he was looking at that backing stone.
I don't think
Ha
it's
ezen
enough.
megállsz, akkor is te vagy a jobb.
It's close, but it's hard to tell if that
I'm not
if the
sure.
shot stone is fully
I
how
think-
much it's sticking out and how much it would.
Yeah,
Oh,
it could be. I think.
oh, they're setting up for that draw, coming up that side. And this is it. Last stone, winner takes all.
Semmi.
This one feels heavy.
Feels heavy, feels wide. It needs to curl a lot, but I don't think this will work. I don't think this will work.
No.
And red takes the win in this amazing end.
What a finish to this match. Hertman coming from behind, pulling it out. 2 straight steals to win it in 8 or in 9 in an extra end. I mean, that's incredible. That is
And-
wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, and I mean, and here are the helicopters. Yeah. This is going to be their victory move, I think.
Victory helicopters. Are they going to put the score up? Nope, they're just going to bring the stones
Yeah,
down.
they're
There's a
gonna-
little bit of karma.
Yeah, I mean,
And there's the final score
there's
going
the
up.
final score going up. So yeah, they don't have much time. It's lunchtime here, but due to the extra ends, and let's go back to the booth here. Due to the extra ends, they don't have that much time to lunch. The next game is already at I think
Yeah,
1:45. We go live at 2:00 with the next game, but they basically start at 1:45 with the warm up. So
yeah.
they have to rush through lunch.
Really quick turnaround. Yeah, congratulations to Hertman. Yeah, that's I'm on the board. I got a point.
Yeah,
so is
yeah.
Pim, but I was also kind of worried. I was going to say something once. Am I a jinx in this tournament? Is if Hertman had ended up losing, I would have been 0 for 3. Would I be the jinx?
Yeah.
But no, I'm not. The
think-
comeback kids have pulled it out for me and for
was-
themselves, obviously.
Obviously, this was a game for the bookmakers, and I am going to go and catch
Yeah,
the skip of the
go-
winning team, Team Hertman, because I am really, really curious to know their take on the game. Whew.
yeah.
I'm going out there. You can give a quick summary.
Yep, Pim's gonna go off and catch Pavel. I got my notes here. Gonna have some questions. That was exciting match. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, you can it's it's a great game. I mean, both teams played really well. Big smile from Pavel. I see him. We're getting him set up in the booth really quick. We'll let all the other teams come off first, but yeah, really, really good match. I mean, coming down to the final stone, that's what we really wanted. We got an extra end out of it. We really wanted that. So a great way to start the day. So I'm going to pop on over to the booth or to the interview. Pavel is standing by. How are you doing, Pavel? Great match.
Great, finally.
Yeah, the comeback kids, you guys again. You
Yeah.
built up the reputation last year. This year, you're already doing it again.
You are saying it too often, so we had to do this.
Wow, I mean, we had some. I've got some notes here, and it's like it really started out with that couple of misses in the fourth end that really kind of allowed them to get back. But then you guys stayed focused. What were you thinking at that point in the game? Halfway through, you're down 4-2.
Yeah, we were a little bit frustrated because we are always missing on the hits. Half a centimeter left, half centimeter right. We were trying to adjust our line calls, but it was never okay. So we were a little bit frustrated, but luckily we made it. We tried to push it till the end.
Yeah, that sixth then, where you had all of those stones, both teams were looking at how do we get this in. I mean, what were you thinking then? It's really, we were trying to figure out ourselves. This is like practice tape. We can look at this. Okay, what do you do with this?
Exactly. Definitely interesting end to look at after the game and analyze it. It was during the whole end. It was different chances for both teams. First, we thought that it's a good setup for us to steal. Then there was a chance for them to draw in the end for deuce. Then I missed the shot when they had to play for -1, I think, still. And in the end, they had the opportunity, but we were lucky that it was just -1.
Yeah, and then we come down to that extra end. I mean, it really came down to. I mean, we saw the lead from Hungary, really solid match, and then that first stone going a little bit deep, kind of gave you guys a little bit of momentum. I think allowed you to put them under some pressure, which they had done pretty well for you guys. They'd been putting you under pressure that whole end, but you held it together in the last one. You know, what do you walk me through that last end? What were you thinking the entire time?
That's definitely the less pressure after their first stone was good for us, and we had some free space to. Actually, we didn't even draw after behind our guard. We decided to do the second one just to make sure that we won't have the same situation from the eighth end when they had really great shots through the guards, and we just wanted to make sure that we have two guards. In the end, we were thinking that it's a very great setup for us, and that's a crazy shot of them, and it was totally different. After one stone, we wouldn't even imagine such situation.
Yeah, it came out really exciting stuff. Congratulations on the big win, 2-1 for the tournament. Got a couple more matches today. We'll let you go so you can eat lunch because we've got a quick turnaround. But thank you for taking the time.
Thank you very much.
All right.